It's the final home series here at Bosse Field. The Evansville Otters, who have been playing some great baseball in the month of August, take on the Florence Yalls, who at the beginning of August, they were swept by 3 one-run losses in Florence. They try to rebound here against this team and end up with a winning record against this Yalls squad. Everybody, I'm Lucas Macklin. Thank you so much for joining me this Tuesday evening for some Otters baseball, the penultimate series on this 2025 year, the final home series for this Evansville squad. Obviously, nearing the playoffs here in the Frontier League. Evansville will not be a part of it for the second straight year, but this team has been playing some really, really good baseball here in the month of August. They enter with a 13-8 record, and man, has it been some excellent pitching. The active pitchers on this roster with a 3.48 ERA. Mentioned they are the strikeout leaders in the Frontier League, and we get not only a Braden Scott start to finish the series, but we got Alex Canny going tonight. First start, he gets to go at home, and he has been excellent so far this year. A 3-1 record, a 2.31 ERA. He's won his last 3 starts. Now, he has played against this Florence team in that first start for him here in professional ball. He went 3 2/3, ended up getting a loss, gave up 4 runs, but only one of them was earned. But since then, he has really been locked in. He went 5 innings against Windy City, 6 innings against Mississippi, and then went 7 against Washington in his last start. Last start where he struck out 7, only walked 2. First time going over 100 pitches for him. Obviously, as I was saying, playoff push time here in the Frontier League. The biggest matchup as it goes to the playoffs in general is Ottawa and New York playing against each other for 3 games. New York entering a game and a half behind Ottawa for that final wild card spot. Other than that, we have Washington playing Joliet. They enter a game behind Lake Erie, while Lake Erie takes on Down East at home, and then they'll flip-flop for the final series. Lake Erie will travel to Joliet for their final series, while Washington will host Down East. Evansville enters this ball game at 37-53. Florence at 39-51. Evansville is just 2 games back of this Yalls squad. I mentioned that Evansville have been playing so good. They've been gotten to just 2 games behind this team, a chance to take them over. If they can manage a sweep, they will enter the final series out in front of this team with a chance to try to close out. Even if it's just 3rd place in the division, it is still a great moral win for this team that, again, just that month of July, you look back at it, you look at the teams they played, the amount of time they spent on the road, the amount of one-run losses, the close over or extra inning losses. But being able to finish the season off strong for such a young offense, especially the way that they've been playing, is really good to see. First time we get to see Chase Waddell in the starting lineup. He's DHing in the 9-hole. The lefty catcher and first baseman that played his college ball with the Barton Bulldogs of Division II. Finished up his 2025 spring with a .335 batting average, a .439 OBP, a .467 slugging. He played 41 games in summer ball with the Wilson Tops of Wilson, North Carolina. And in those 41 games, a .601 slugging, 8 home runs, found a power stroke. And we're going to see how he does tonight against this Florence team that sends out Agnel Miranda. Now, Miranda this season has been off to an up and down start, but his last time out looked a lot better. On the 20th against Mississippi, went 5 scoreless innings, didn't walk anybody, and struck out 3. First time that he made his first professional appearance actually came against this Otters team back on August 3rd in Florence, where he went 4 innings, gave up a couple of hits, 3 earned runs, 5 walks, 3 strikeouts. He enters this game with 10 walks to 15 strikeouts. A guy that Evansville can definitely hit, and hopefully they'll be able to get on him quickly and start in front for Alex Canny, who I mentioned has been excellent so far as an Otter. You're listening to the Papa John's pregame show. Remember that Papa John's is the official sponsor of the Otters pregame and postgame shows, available every game night, 20 minutes before and 10 minutes after each Otters game on the Otters Digital Network, the Home Team Network, and on 96.9 WYIR. Speaking of the Home Team Network, they are the exclusive home of every Frontier League game this year. So check them out today and sign up and get a front row seat to every Otters game this season. Take a short break. When we're back, we'll talk about the starting lineups and a little bit more about the starting pitchers here at Bosse Field for the final time this year.
Smile on Down Syndrome is planning a Rockin' Extra Smile Mile celebrating 24 years of walks to support individuals rocking that extra 21st chromosome on Saturday, October 4th at the Vanderburgh County 4-H Fairgrounds. This event will rock your socks off with a vendor mall, food trucks, face painting, special guest appearances, a Rockin' Extra talent show, and more. To learn more about how to rock at the walk or how to become an event sponsor or even to make a donation, visit smileondownsyndrome.org or text 812-449-6049 for more information. This sponsored event is open to the entire tri-state community. Maintaining our independence becomes more and more vital as we age. Swerka and more can help you navigate this important journey by answering your questions and connecting you to free and unbiased community resources and support services. If you are seeking advice for yourself or a loved one, let Swerka be your first call. More information available at swerka.org or by calling 812-464-7800. Join Smile on Down Syndrome for a Rockin' Extra experience at their 24th annual Smile Mile Walk on Saturday, October 4th from 9 to noon at the Vanderburgh County 4-H Fairgrounds. Register to walk or donate by visiting smileondownsyndrome.org and come ready to rock it out for an extra spectacular time. All ages and abilities welcome. Right now in Vanderburgh County, over 800 children are in the child welfare system waiting for someone to be their voice, and you could be that voice by becoming a court-appointed special advocate, a CASA volunteer. Donating just a few hours a month of your time can change a child's life forever. Vanderburgh County CASA invites you to join them. Stand up, speak out, be for the child, be a CASA. For more information, visit vandcasa.com. That's VAND-CASA.com. Smile on Down Syndrome is celebrating 25 years of serving smiles to the Tri-States Down Syndrome community. Not only do we offer programming and support services, we sponsor annual events that give people with Down Syndrome opportunities to be stars of the show at our World Down Syndrome Day Ice Cream Social and Talent Show, Christmas dinner, and our Smile Mile, which is a day celebrating our Down syndrome community, their families that involve the entire tri-state community, and the highlight of the year when individuals with Down syndrome really shine like a star among smiling supporters. Learn more and find your way to get involved and show your support at smileondownsyndrome.org. Ballet Indiana is made up of local ballet professionals, dedicated parents, and community members in order to provide unique and life-enriching experiences for hundreds of young dancers, while carrying out their mission to inspire a lifelong appreciation for dance for both our dancers and the Evansville community. More information on Ballet Indiana and information about their upcoming performances is available at balletindiana.org. Smile on Down Syndrome has been providing a bright hope for tomorrow to the tri-state region for 25 years, providing smiles, support, and programs for individuals with Down syndrome while raising community awareness to create a brighter world that accepts and understands people with Down syndrome. Learn more now at smileondownsyndrome.org.
Welcome into Bosse Field for the final series here in Evansville for the 2025 season. I'm Lucas Macklin. Thank you so much for joining me this Tuesday evening, and you're listening to the Papa John's pregame show. Remember that Papa John's is the official sponsor of the Otters pregame and postgame shows, available every game night, 20 minutes before and 10 minutes after each Otters game on the Otters Digital Network, the Home Team Network, and on 96.9 WYIR. Speaking of the Home Team Network, they are the exclusive home of every Frontier League game this year, so check them out today and sign up to get a front row seat to every Otters game this season. Evansville enters winners of their 10 of their last 11 games, and one loss coming on Saturday. That included a 9-game win streak that tied the franchise record and then on Sunday got a lot of help from Justin Fields, a couple of home runs, including a grand slam from him, really to push Evansville to that win. Keenan Taylor also had 4 RBIs as well. Coming into this game, really, the 13-8 August has really been pushed by the pitching, which is a little bit shocking when you look back this entire year. But this month, the team has really found their stride pitching-wise. A team ERA of 3.48 of the active pitchers currently on the team, and I think that's a big thing. Again, the Frontier League leading 775 strikeouts as a team as well, which has kind of obviously been a thing that's been constant throughout the year, but they're starting to finally put together everything. And then we get some good matchups this week. We get, obviously, on Thursday, Braden Scott. Final start of the year for him will be here at Bosse Field after he's been so good at this ballpark. And then tonight we get Alex Canny, the electric rookie who's 3-1 in his first 4 starts, a 2.31 ERA this year. Again, making his 5th start of the season. He's been absolutely excellent. His last time out against Washington went 7 innings, giving up 3 runs, only 2 of them earned, striking out 7 and only walking 2. One of the big things with him so far this year, which is a little bit shocking, is that the strikeout numbers have been so high alongside the walk numbers being a little bit higher than what he's been used to. But he's done a really good job of getting weak contact, obviously getting a lot of strikeouts, and really helping his team get wins. As I mentioned, he's 3-1 in his first 4 starts. His only loss came in a game where he gave up 4 runs, but only 1 of them was earned. It's going to be a tough matchup against this Florence team that enters second in home runs with 102 on the season. And as a team, they're 6th in the Frontier League with 6.16 runs scored per game. They've been a really good offensive team so far this year. Speaking of their offense, let's go through their starting lineup. Leading off will be the highly speedy and stolen base threat in Tyler Schoenfeld. Batting second and in right field will be TJ Reeves. Batting third and DHing, Hake Zeisler. Batting fourth and in left field, Anthony Brocato. Batting fifth and catching, Zaid Richardson. Batting sixth and in center field, Dalen Thompson. Batting seventh and at first base, Henry Hunter. Batting eighth and at third base, Hector Nieves. And rounding out the lineup, the shortstop, Dylan Baker. As I mentioned earlier in the pregame show, their starter in tonight's ballgame will be Agnel Miranda. He'll be making his 5th start as a Y'all. Mentioned he made his first professional start against this Evansville team, but he's coming off a good start in his last time out. Back on August 20th against Mississippi, he went 5 innings, didn't give up a single run on 4 hits, no walks, and 3 strikeouts. But in his first start against Evansville, only went 4 innings, allowing 3 earned runs on 2 hits and 5 walks. Last couple starts, though, he's gone 9 innings, only allowed 1 walk, so it's been a little bit of a change for him. We'll see how he does tonight against this starting lineup for your Evansville Otters. Led off the Edward Jones leadoff batter of the game, Dennis Pierce. Batting second and at second base, Graham Brown. Batting third at right field, JT Benson. Batting fourth and at first base, LJ Jones. Batting fifth and in left field off his 3 double 4 RBI game, Keenan Taylor. Batting sixth and in center field, Stephen Paolini. Batting seventh and at shortstop, JJ Cruz. Batting eighth, the catcher, Cohen Wilbanks. And rounding out the lineup, the newest Otter in this lineup, and DHing at Chase Waddell. Waddell, as I mentioned earlier in the pregame show as well, spent 4 years with the Barton Bulldogs of D2, where in a senior season hit .335 with a .439 OBP, and in 41 games of summer ball this year, had a .483 OBP with a .601 slugging percentage, 8 home runs during that time, and 41 RBIs. He'll be trying to give a big jump boost to the bottom of this lineup. Again, Evansville over the last week or so, especially against the series, or in the series against Windy City, struggled a little bit more on offense than what we're used to. Again, Windy City had been a really, really good pitching team. All of a sudden, this week you face Florence, who was not nearly that good. And you look at the bright side, you're getting the bottom 3 of the rotation. You're not getting a guy like Zach Westcott, who just pitched a complete game shutout against Gateway. So you get lucky on that front. Hopefully they'll be able to put up some big runs this week here at Boston Field. Again, the final week of baseball here at this historical ballpark for this 2025 squad that does have a winning record here in Evansville, 24-21 entering, 1 win this week. They will finish with a winning record here once again, where they've been so good. Again, the problem for them this year has been on the road. You can say the same thing for Florence as well. So far this season, they actually have a winning record at home and a losing record on the road. They're 25-21 at home, while 14-30 on the road. Very similar to what Evansville has gone through. So, as we were mentioning, both these teams play really good at home. Both teams play really good on the road, or not nearly as good on the road. And that's kind of been the story of this season. Evansville's 3-0 against this team at home. They swept them the first time. This is their first sweep of the season. Had some big comeback wins, some really clutch hits in that series. But they are 1-5 on the road. That's how they finished this season, 1-5 on the road against this team. And so, it again has been the difference of whether you're playing at home or you're playing on road. But entering this series, they are 4-5 against this team this year. Again, 3 wins here at Bosse. They'll get 3 more games. So we get set for the 6:35 p.m. start time here in Evansville. A little bit more about the playoff push. Lake Erie in the Central Division entering 1 game ahead of Washington. They host Down East this week before heading out to Joliet this weekend, while Washington is hosting Joliet currently traveling to Joliet currently before hosting Down East this weekend. So they just flip-flop. And then, of course, the big playoff matchup, Ottawa and New York in the Atlantic Conference, the battle for that last wildcard spot. New York entering just a game and a half behind Ottawa this season. Chance for that final wildcard spot. A couple other big games, obviously, Windy City and Schaumburg. Windy City trying to play a little bit of spoiler, while Gateway playing from behind a couple of games of Schaumburg. They're traveling to Mississippi this week before Evansville travels to Gateway this weekend. Florence, after this series, travels to Schaumburg for their final series. Again, Evansville just 2 games behind. Florence, chance to win a little bit morale as we head to the end of the season. That's the Papa John's pregame show. Thank you so much for joining me for this game. It's time to give you Zane Clodfelter for the starting lineups here at Bosse Field.
Lead on batter, third baseman, number 10, Dennis Pierce. Batting second, the second baseman, number 24, Graham Brown. Batting third, the right fielder, number 9, J.T. Benson. Batting fourth, the first baseman, number 20, L.J. Jones. Batting fifth, the left fielder, number 12, Keenan Taylor. Batting sixth, the center fielder, number 34, Stephen Paolini. Batting seventh, the shortstop, number 17, J.J. Cruz. Batting eighth and catching, number 23, Cohen Wilbanks. Batting ninth, the designated hitter, number 1, Chase Waddell. Pitching for the Evansville Otters, right-handed pitcher, number 46, Alex Canning. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, would you please rise and remove your caps? As we honor America's freedom, those who now protect it, and pay tribute to those who have made the ultimate sacrifice, with the singing of our national anthem, this evening performed by Tony Tebow Baxter.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleam, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the Rockies' red glare bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave? Go Otters.
Tonight's game ball is delivered to you by Papa John's. Better ingredients, better pizza, Papa John's.
It's time for baseball here at historic Bosse Field, as Alex Canning getting to make his first start against the Otters, or for the Otters faithful. He takes the mound. Cohen Wilbanks behind the plate. That pitcher and catcher battery is sponsored by the Answer Auto Repair East. Find your battery needs at the Answer Auto Repair East, located at 2319 North Green River Road, or called 812-475-9000. Alex Canning pitching to Cohen Wilbanks once again. He's pitched to Cohen Wilbanks all season, during his 4 starts, I should say. In his 4 starts, he has a 2.49 ERA. In his 5 appearances, has a relief appearance where he went inning and 2/3 scoreless, a 2.31 ERA, 19 strikeouts to 13 walks. But in his start, 27 strikeouts to just 10 walks. Again, last couple of starts, just 2 walks for him. Dealt with a little bit of inaccuracies, but again, the strikeout numbers, what's been so impressive. Spent 4 seasons in college, 3 of those with the Tampa Titans. And during that time, he was excellent. 48 appearances, 38 of those starts, 222 innings pitched, 24-3 record in 3 seasons, but just 195 strikeouts. You look where he's at now, 27 strikeouts and just 21 2/3 innings. It's a big difference for him, but man, he has looked really good on that mound for Evansville as they are back in their Beersies once again, and why not? They've played so well in this uniform. Obviously, their final week with the uniforms, they'll be auctioned off to fans here at the ballpark after their final Thirsty Thursday game coming up this week. Again, final series here at Bosse Field. Man, it feels the season has flown by, and talked about a lot of the, some of the difficult months, especially the month of July, but man, has August been a lot of fun? Is one of those things that talked about with the schedule lightening up a little bit, more home games, more rest days. You don't have to worry about the traveling all the way up to Canada and all the way back. So, and they've stepped up. They've beaten some good teams. They obviously took down New York at the beginning of this month. They swept Washington alongside winning the final 2 games in Mississippi. They swept Joliet. Now they get a chance to not just win these games against Florence, but put themselves into 3rd in the division. And obviously it's not going to matter for the playoff spot, but it'll matter for the pride of this team. Leading off is Tyler Schoenfeld. First pitch to him misses high and wide for ball 1, and that's how we get underway here at the ballpark. Beautiful day with sun out. 73 degrees, couldn't ask for anything better. 1-0 pitch. That one finds the zone, evens it up at 1-1. Schoenfeld at the top of this lineup has been a guy who gets on base a lot and steals a ton of bases, a 429 OBP on the season. 1-1 pitch inside. Schoenfeld had to jump out of the way of that one. Make it a 2-1 count. On the base paths, 45 stolen bases in just 48 attempts. He's been caught 3 times. Canny sets and delivers the 2-1. Fastball misses high, make it 3-1. Schoenfeld standing at just 5'7" in the left-handed batter's box. Much smaller zone than a lot of the guys that you'll face in this league. Here's a 3-1 pitch. That one lined up to left field. Taylor out there for today's ball game. Doesn't have to move much, and he'll bring it in for out number 1. Good start to the game. Anytime you can keep Schoenfeld off the base paths. Is that 45 good enough for the single-season record for Florence, by the way? It'll be followed by TJ Reeves. Again, this offense for Florence has been excellent this year, even while losing a couple of their big pieces beginning of the year. Enters 6th in the Frontier League in runs scored per game. First pitch misses high for ball 1. And the problem for them has been pitching, and like for a lot of the season with Evansville, they can kind of relate to that. Florence 16th in the Frontier League with runs given up per game. Pulled the string on him out in front, evens it up at 1-1. So again, they score 6.16 runs per game, but they allow 6.38. Canny pitches from the stretch, delivers the 1-1 breaker. Doesn't quite break enough to hit the front door. Make it a 2-1 count. I'll say it though, that was not a bad pitch at all. Just didn't quite break enough. 2-1 pitch. That one's flown out to center field. Paolini coming in. Brown going out on it. Brown still going out. He can't quite get to it, and it lands in no man's land. Out in front of Benson out in right as that kept tailing with the wind. Brown couldn't quite get it.
Batting third, designated hitter, 13, Hank Zeisler.
A bad luck single with 1 away will bring up Hank Zeisler. And here's the big-time danger in this Florence lineup. Zeisler in 88 games with 21 home runs. He is having a career year in his 3rd season as a Yaw. Here's the first pitch to him. That one finds his own top corner for strike 1. Played his final season as a Missouri Tiger in the SEC, where he had 291 batting average with 15 home runs. This year with a .316 average, 101 hits on the season. That pitch misses high and evens the count up at 1-1. Reeves leading off first base. Just 6 stolen bases in 10 attempts this year. See if he wants to try to attempt on Wilbanks, who has been excellent at cutting down runners since he's been reactivated as that throwover. Nothing doing. Saw Wilbanks throw out Batty Paglia twice in that series against Joliet. Here's the 1-1 delivery. Big jump, doesn't take off. That one misses just a bit low. Count 2-1. Gary Glover behind the plate tonight with Dalton James at first, Blake McKnight at third. Here's a 2-1 pitch. That one fouled off Beck. Count evens up at 2-2 to Zeisler. This season against Evansville, Hank Zeisler with a .342 batting average. It's almost 30 points above his .316 batting average in 9 games this year, but only 1 home run. Of course, me saying that means he'll probably have a home run in this at-bat with that wind blowing pretty heavily from left to right. Here's the 2-2. Fastball taking high, count runs full. And now, even though Reeves, a guy who doesn't steal a ton of bases, we'll see if this is a spot where he wants to run, avoid the potential double play. Canny comes set on the mound. Looks in, sets and agrees. Payoff pitch. Breaker taken just low for ball 4. And now runners are at first and second with just 1 away. And that will bring up another very dangerous batter in Anthony Brocato. Returned to the Frontier League this season after playing a couple of years with Washington back in 22 and 23. In just 46 games, has 16 home runs. First pitch fastball finds the zone. Canny jumps out in front, 0-1. Again, Canny, a guy we've seen be excellent. Hasn't given up the big inning. Needs to try to get out of this one without allowing Florence off to a quick start. 0-1 pitch. That one's hit well out to left. Taylor watches that one as that one leaves the ballpark. It is long gone. Over the brick wall, past the fence. And Brocato does what he does. He mashes a ball, and Florence up 3-0 early. .103 off the bat, and the moment it left it, everybody knew.
And catching 9, Zayd Richardson.
Evansville, similar to the games in Washington. That final game here against Windy City. The games against Joliet, they're going to play from behind. I'll bring in Zayd Richardson. Now Canny has to reset here and try to not allow any more damage as the first pitch to Richardson finds his own for strike 1. Home run number 17 for Brocato here. Again, that's just what he does. He hits home runs, and he hit that one loud. 0-1 pitch. That one just misses. Just a bit high, make it 1-1. One pitch pulled. The string out in front of it was Richardson. Make it 1-2. Richardson this year entering with a .282 batting average, a .360 OBP. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Foul tipped back into the glove for strike 3. German American Bank strikeout for Alex Canny. That's a good way to bounce back here, as that's now 2 away in this game, or in this inning. 4 game. I guess both work. Now we'll bring in Dalen Thompson.
10, Dalen Thompson.
First pitch to Thompson finds his own for strike 1. Again, Canny hope to find a bounce back here. He's a guy that did give up a home run to Cole Fowler back in Washington. It's the 0-1. That's on the ground towards second. Brown plays it. Throw to first will be in time. That'll do it for the first inning. But a 3-run shot from Anthony Brocato puts Florence up early. Evansville's going to play from behind, but hopefully this offense can find a way to get some big hits as they come to bat here in the first inning here on the Otters Digital Network and on 96.9 WYIR.
Smile on Down Syndrome is planning a Rockin' Extra Smile Mile celebrating 24 years of walks to support individuals rocking that extra 21st chromosome on Saturday, October 4th at the Vanderburgh County 4-H Fairgrounds. This event will rock your socks off with a vendor mall, food trucks, face painting, special guest appearances, a Rockin' Extra talent show, and more. To learn more about how to rock at the walk or how to become an event sponsor or even to make a donation, visit smileondownsyndrome.org or text 812-449-6049 for more information. This sponsored event is open to the entire tri-state community. Maintaining our independence becomes more and more vital as we age. Swerka and More can help you navigate this important journey by answering your questions and connecting you to free and unbiased community resources and support services. If you are seeking advice for yourself or a loved one, let Swerka be your first call. More information available at swerka.org or by calling 812-464-7800.
The Otters will head to the bottom of the first inning. They'll be playing from behind in this ball game as they face the pitcher on the mound, Agno Miranda. Miranda on the mound, Zade Richardson behind the plate. That pitcher and catcher battery is sponsored by the Answer Auto Repair East. Find your battery needs at the Answer Auto Repair East, located at 2319 North Green River Road, or call 812-475-9000. Miranda making his 5th start of the season. He's a 5 ERA in those 4 starts. Spent the last 2 years with the Southeastern Fire and the NAIA. His senior year here this spring, he did a 4.10 ERA in 17 appearances. 9 of those are starts. He also pitched for Wabash Valley College in Mount Carmel, Illinois. Made his first professional appearance against this Otters team, where he gave up 3 runs in 4 innings. And here's the first pitch to Dennis Pierce, the Edwards Jones leadoff batter of the game. As the first pitch finds a zone for strike 1. In that outing against Evansville, again, gave up 3 earned runs on 2 hits, 5 walks, just 3 strikeouts. Pitch inside almost got Pierce, able to get out of the way of it, even the count up at 1-1. And you would like a quick response here from this Evansville offense. Here's the 1-1. That one popped up left side. In on it is Brocato, the home run hitter. He's able to get under in time for out number 1. That'll bring up Graham Brown.
Batting second, the second baseman, number 24, Graham Brown.
Obviously, you want to make sure that doesn't affect your pitcher on the mound, because he's been excellent this year. No reason to think he can't keep that up. And you look back at that inning, that bloop base hit to start it, and then that 3-2 walk. First pitch to Brown, finds his own outside corner for strike 1. Miranda hovering around 91, 92 miles per hour. Here's the 0-1 pitch. That one lined out to right. That's going to send Reeves back to the track. That one's at the wall. That one is gone. Graham Brown responds with an opposite field shot. And now the Otters play from behind 2.
Ladies and gentlemen, Graham Brown.
Quick start for Graham Brown this week, his 12th home run of the season. And now JT Benson will be up to follow. Here's the first pitch to Benson that misses high for ball 1. Benson with an excellent week. Last week had 11 hits, including 9 in Washington, and also did a great job of getting on base. He's upped his OBP up to 413. Big swing, but swings through that one, and the count evens up at 1-1. So I'm talking about Florence, second in the Frontier League with home runs, just behind Schaumburg. That's their number 103, but Evansville not too shabby themselves. 1-1 breaker. That one called strike 2. 50-50 pitch goes the way of Miranda. Count 1-2. Evansville this season, they're fifth in home runs with now 87. 1-2 pitch. That one misses low, and the count evens up at 2-2. Benson, as I mentioned, does just such a good job at working counts and drawing walks or getting hits. Last game, Sunday afternoon, went 2 for 3 with a walk, double and a single for him. Here's 2-2. That one misses low. Count runs full. Bit of a tight zone for Gary Glover so far. It's been that way for both pitchers again early in this ball game, just bottom of the first inning. Otters trail 3-1. Couple of home runs for each side. A 3-run shot for Anthony Brocato. Graham Brown sent one out opposite field, a solo shot. That's where we stand right now. Here's the next payoff pitch. This is low and outside for ball 4. That is a Deerhead Sidewalk Cafe and Bar for JT Benson.
Sidewalk Cafe and Bar.
And the Otters keep trying to push here. As they'll put a runner at first base for L.J. Jones.
Batting fourth, the first baseman, number 20, L.J. Jones.
And what a series he had when this Florence team last came to Evansville. 2 separate walk-offs in the same series, including a big 2 RBI double that got them an 11-10 win back on the 29th. Here's the first pitch to Jones. That fastball misses high for ball 1. I think back to that game, at that point it was Evansville won that game, put themselves just 2 games below 500, and then you get one rough loss streak where you lose 6 by 1 run. Completely changed the trajectory of this season. The 1-0 pitch does find the zone inside corner, and it evens up the count at 1-1. Jones entering this ball game a .272 batting average, 8 home runs, including 2 in the series last week against Washington. 1-1 breaker. That one misses way high. Count 2-1. Benson on the season, the most prolific base stealer on this Evansville team. He's 22 for 24 on the season. Could definitely see him try to take off here. Miranda sets, looks over at first base. Now delivers 2-1. Benson does take off. That one line out to deep right center field. That one's sending Thompson back at the track. That one's at the wall. That one's off the top of the wall. They're going to rule it a home run. L.J. Jones matches Graham Brown, a 2-run shot. And the Otters have tied it up quickly. It's all knotted up at 3. So that's a series we're going to have, huh? Florence threw a first-inning punch. Evansville in the bottom half of their inning, they respond with a counter punch of their own. And now Keenan Taylor will follow. He's got plenty of pop. Both those home runs have gone opposite field as well. First pitch to Taylor. That's a nasty front door breaker for strike 1. Obviously, Jones is out more to right center field, but Graham's was easily an opposite field homer. 0-1 pitch, big swing, can't catch up to the fastball. Count 0-2. Time called by Taylor. He tries to reset himself and readjust himself here. That's home run number 9 on the season for LJ. That one just scraped over the wall as well. The 0-2 pitch, that one misses outside. Count 1-2. But again, that's the deepest part of the ballpark. I went 397. 1-2 pitch, big swing, can't come up with the curveball. Second out of the inning for Evansville. And it will bring up Stephen Paolini.
6, the center fielder, number 34, Stephen Paolini.
Paolini's 0 for 4 ended his 10 straight game streak, getting on base for Evansville to start his Otters career here in game number 12. First 10 games, he was able to manage to get on base at least once. First pitch to him. That one hit well out to center. Loaded off the end of the bat, though, as it brings in Thompson. And he will bring it in for out number 3. But the Otters answer with 2 home runs of their own. We're all knotted up at 3 here in the second inning, as we head to the second inning here at Bosse Field on the Otters Digital Network and on 96.9 WYIR.
Join Smile on Down Syndrome for a rockin' extra experience at their 24th annual Smile Mile Walk on Saturday, October 4th from 9 to noon at the Vanderburgh County 4-H Fairgrounds. Register to walk or donate by visiting smileondownsyndrome.org and come ready to rock it out for an extra spectacular time. All ages and abilities welcome. Right now in Vanderburgh County, over 800 children are in the child welfare system waiting for someone to be their voice, and you could be that voice by becoming a court-appointed special advocate, a CASA volunteer. Donating just a few hours a month of your time can change a child's life forever. Vanderburgh County CASA invites you to join them. Stand up, speak out, be for the child, be a CASA. For more information, visit vandcasa.com. That's VAND-CASA.com. Ballet Indiana is made up of local ballet professionals, dedicated parents, and community members in order to provide unique and life-enriching experiences for hundreds of young dancers, while carrying out their mission to inspire a lifelong appreciation for dance for both our dancers and the Evansville community. More information on Ballet Indiana and information about their upcoming performances is available at balletindiana.org.
It was an exciting first inning here at Bosse Field. 3 home runs, 6 runs total. All knotted up at 3 as Alex Kennedy goes back out there for his second inning of work. He'll face the bottom 3 in this lineup. First with Henry Hunter. That first inning, gave up a soft contact for his first hit. Ended up walking a batter on a full pitch count. Then that 3-run shot from Anthony Brocato put him behind early. First pitch to Hunter. Finds his own 4-strike 1. But his offense responded. Couple of home runs, one from Graham Brown, a 2-run shot from L.J. Jones. It's all knotted up. Chance to reset. The 0-1 pitch misses high for ball 1. That's kind of the way you got to view it. Brand new ball game. You're all tied up. Just got to go out there and throw up some zeros for your offense. Canny sets, looks in and delivers the 1-1. Big swing, comes up empty, does Henry. Make it 1-2. Henry Hunter. Try not to mix that up, and I did it the first time I said it. Not quite Hunter Henry, tied in the NFL, but Henry Hunter. Catcher and first baseman out of Georgia. The 1-2 pitch misses high and away, make it 2-2. Playing first base in this game. Making his 18th appearance for Florence this season. Candy sets, looks in, and delivers the 2-2. Up the middle, that's going to get through for a base hit. Sounded like it may have broken the bat in the process.
More wood for the winter fire, courtesy of our friends at the House Lumber.
Another one that wasn't hit all that hard, not a bad pitch, but just found the open hole up the middle and tried to work around that leadoff hit. So he faces Hector Nieves. Nieves in his 69th game for Florence this season. First year out of the Astros minor league organization. Here's the first pitch to him. That one This is just high for ball 1. Entering with a 196 batting average, a 298 OBP, 7 home runs, 11 doubles. Got power. Strikes out a lot, 102 strikeouts on the season. 1-0 fastball misses high, make it 2-0. So a little bit of command trouble here for Canny early in this start. This is a team you really don't want to struggle with your command. They will make you pay for it. Canny sets, delivers the 2-0 pitch. Pulled the string, got him swing on the back foot breaker. Way to get back on the count there, make it 2-1. Canny, the rookie, played his last season with Ole Miss after playing 3 seasons with the Tampa Titans and being a 2024 D2 champion. Throws the fastball there, gets Nieves swinging and evens up the count at 2-2. Threw over 100 innings with Tampa in his 24 season, went 14-3 in that year. 2-2 pitch, that one's lined out to left. That one's gonna hook and get out of play, and the count will stay at 2-2.
That overhead foul ball is brought to you by Heads Construction. Choose the best. Never regret it.
Transferred to Ole Miss, became a reliever. Pitched just 17 2/3 innings with Ole Miss before joining Evansville. Here's the 2-2. Breaker. This is just low count, runs full. Can't quite get the swing there. Second full count on the game for Canny. Last time he walked the batter who had a full count. Just try to find a way to get it out here. Here's the payoff pitch. On the ground towards first, it's going to go foul, and we'll do 3-2 again. Still early in this ball game. It's 3-3 here in the top of the second inning. Runner at first base for Canny, making his first home start of the season. And he's progressively gone longer and longer in starts, just threw over 100 pitches for his first time as a professional against Washington. Here's the next payoff pitch. Breaker taken just low for ball 4. Couldn't quite get the swing there. And now he'll have to deal with runners at first and second with no one away. For the 9-0 hitter, Dylan Baker. Baker in his 26th game for Florence this season, played 3 seasons with Miami of Ohio before joining Florence this year. First pitch scores on a bunt, pulls it back, throw over to second base. That one's not quite in time. Hunter able to scurry back in just enough time. Count is 1-0 as Baker pulled that one back, expecting probably to try to put down another one. This season, a 356 OBP, a 250 batting average, just a 289 slugging percentage. Here's the 1-0. Pulls it back, tries to go for a swing, but fouls it off. Count at 1-1. An interesting play there, a fake bunt attempt. Trying to outplay Evansville here early. Again, the offense could be a big thing in these games. Again, Florence not with their best pitchers on the mound. And one of the best hitting teams in the Frontier League. Here's the 1-1, squares around, puts that one down the right side. Jones picks it up. He will go to first with it in time for out number 1, but both runners will advance. Just gets the easy out. Smart play there.
Back to the Hoosier Lottery strikeout batter of the game. Second baseman, 0, Tyler Schoenfeld.
And with one away, it'll be Tyler Schoenfeld who steps in 0 for 1 with a fly out to left. Talk about this being the guy you want to keep off the base paths. Also, he's just really tough to pitch to. Here's the first pitch, infield in. That one lined out to left field. That one's going to drop in front of Taylor. 1 run will score easily. They'll hold the second runner at third. So Florence quickly takes the lead back. It's now 4-3. Runners at first and third with still just 1 away for TJ Reeves will be due up next. Schoenfeld doing what he does best, just finding the open holes, and now Reeves will step in. He's 1 for 1. with a bloop base hit out to right field his last time up. First pitch, runner takes off. Throw is going to go down. It's going to be in time, and he got him. Schoenfeld gets caught for just the 4th time, and Wilbanks continues to throw out these prolific base runners. We saw Wilbanks throw out Batty Paglia twice. Throws out Schoenfeld there. Coach down at third, wanting to know the official call. He really wanted the potential call of interference. And here comes Chad Rhodes out to actually have a discussion. They're trying to say that J.J. Cruz got in the way of Schoenfeld, but obviously it's tough to tell from up here, but it looks clean to me. Either way, Wilbanks made a great throw. It was a little bit high to Cruz, but he got the tag down in time. Rhodes out there still trying to argue his point. We might have a conversation between the umpires. It looks like they will. And this is kind of one of those things that we've seen quite a bit this year. Obviously, there's no replay review, but they can get second and third opinions. Looks like they'll do that here as all 3 umpires come together. Again, never a harm to come together and try to figure things out. You want to make sure you're trying to make the best calls possible. Quick look around the Frontier League. Lake Erie and Down East, they're tied up 3rd in the top of the 5th. And the call will stand. It's the 3rd place umpire, Blake McKnight, who made the initial call, and the call stands. There's 2 away. Runner still at third base as Canny tries to work himself out of this 2nd inning. Otters are going to play from behind again, but he can keep it to just 1 run given up. That will be a really good view here. And now Reeves steps to the plate. Count is 1-0 as the first pitch missed high. Chop towards short. Cruz plays it. Throw to first will be in time, and that'll do it for out number 3. So Canny does give up 1, but a caught stealing from Cone Wilbanks helps get them out of the inning without any more damage given up. We'll head to the bottom of the 2nd. Otters trail by 1 here on the Otters Digital Network and on 96.9 WYIR.
Smile on Down Syndrome is planning a Rockin' Extra Smile Mile celebrating 24 years of walks to support individuals rocking that extra 21st chromosome on Saturday, October 4th at the Vanderburgh County 4-H Fairgrounds. This event will rock your socks off with a vendor mall, food trucks, face painting, special guest appearances, a Rockin' Extra talent show, and more. To learn more about how to rock at the walk or how to become an event sponsor or even to make a donation, visit smileondownsyndrome.org or text 812-449-6049 for more information. This sponsored event is open to the entire tri-state community. Maintaining our independence becomes more and more vital as we age. Swerka and More can help you navigate this important journey by answering your questions and connecting you to free and unbiased community resources and support services. If you are seeking advice for yourself or a loved one, let Swerka be your first call. More information available at swerka.org or by calling 812-464-7800. Join Smile on Down Syndrome for a Rockin' Extra experience at their 24th annual Smile Mile Walk on Saturday, October 4th from 9 to noon at the Vanderburgh County 4-H Fairgrounds. Register to walk or donate by visiting smileondownsyndrome.org and come ready to rock it out for an extra spectacular time. All ages and abilities welcome.
We head to the bottom of the 2nd inning here at Bosse Field, and it's been active already. 7 total runs scored. Otters trail 4-3. 3 home runs in that 1st inning for both teams, 2 for Evansville. A solo shot from Graham Brown, a 2-run shot from L.J. Jones, and now you get the bulk of the lefties coming up. J.J. Cruz, Cone Wilbanks, and Chase Waddell. Interesting lineup construction for Andy McCauley. You got 5 righties at the top of the lineup, 4 lefties at the bottom. And again, you look at that lineup, you look at those 5 righties at the top, tough to push any of them down. First pitch to Cruz. This is inside for ball 1. Cruz got a chance to sit last game, so did not play on Sunday. On Saturday, got a walk in the 8th inning. That big 8th inning for Evansville. Big swing comes up empty. Makes it 1-1. Came up with the bases loaded. That walk scored a run, but man, he launched the ball at the right. Obviously, it was clearly foul, but it was close to being a grand slam if he could have straightened it out. 1-1 big swing fouled off the catcher's mask. Count will move to 1-2 for Cruz. Cruz steps into this ballgame with a .242 batting average this year, 11 home runs. The 1-2 pitch, great take, make it 2-2. Been a free swinger all year, but he's done better at trying to take those pitches and draw, maybe not more walks per se, but more pitches and counts. 2-2 pass ball, misses outside, count runs full. Exactly what I'm saying. A couple of great takes for him in this at-bat. Chance to try to draw a pitch over the middle he can do damage with. Here's the payoff pitch. That one's popped up left side. In on it is Nieves, still coming in. Foul territory, it falls harmlessly, and we'll do 3-2 again. So I was talking about big playoff push for a lot of these teams. Down East now beating Lake Erie 4-3. Chance to play spoiler with Washington up early against Joliet 2-0 in the top of the second. Schaumburg is beating Windy City 2-0, with Mississippi beating Gateway 1-0. Schaumburg trying to get a big week and close out their division. Payoff pitch, fastball called, strike 3. Cruz was clearly expecting something different. Watch a fastball down the middle of the plate, and there's one away. Now bring up Cohen Wilbanks. Just saw him throw out Shaney Felt. Extremely prolific stolen base threat. He's shown his ability behind the plate, and he's shown his ability at the plate. A .450 OBP. First pitch to him, misses outside for ball 1. Just does a great job of getting on base, and when he's batting near the bottom of the lineup, chance to set the table. Set up the man behind him, making his professional debut. 1-0 pitch, that one's lined to left, but into foul territory, and the count leaving up at 1-1. Miranda sets, winds, and delivers the 1-1 pitch. That one's softly over to third. It's going to be a tough play for Nieves. Throw on the run in time, and there's 2 away. Got to make a good throw on the run for that knuckler. So with 2 outs, it's up to Chase Waddell.
Number 1, Chase Waddell.
Waddell making his professional debut here for Evansville. He enters after already playing 94 games of baseball this season between Barton College and the Wilson Tobbs of the Summer League. First pitch, misses inside for ball 1. Again, joins Evansville for this last week. She joined for the Sunday game, but didn't play in that one. .1-0 pitch. That one misses outside for ball 2. Listed as a catcher. We saw him taking some pregame warm-ups over at first base. So if this is a guy they want in the lineup, they'll find a way to play him. Here's the 2-0 inside. Count moves to 3-0. Miranda struggling to find the zone in this at-bat. 3 pitches so far, really none of them have been competitive. Winds and delivers the 3-0 pitch. Fastball taken out of the zone for strike 1. That was a call. It's been a traditionally tight zone. That one was not a very tight call. Here's the 3-1 pitch. Line to left. Good contact, but out of play. Count runs full.
Foul ball is brought to you by Heads Construction. Choose the best. Never regret it.
So count from 3-0. The 3-0 pitch that should have been ball 4 was called strike 1. Fouled it off. Count is full to Waddell. Miranda shakes once, agrees, winds, and delivers the payoff pitch. On the ground towards second. Shaneyfelt tries to play. He's a dive for it. In time. Throw to first is in time. takes a hit away from Waddell, and that's how the second inning ends. So through 2, Otters still trail by 1 as we head to the third here in the Otters Digital Network and on 96.9 WYIR.
Right now in Vanderburgh County, over 800 children are in the child welfare system waiting for someone to be their voice, and you could be that voice by becoming a court-appointed special advocate, a CASA volunteer. Donating just a few hours a month of your time can change a child's life forever. Vanderburgh County CASA invites you to join them. Stand up, speak out, be for the child, be a CASA. For more information, visit vandcasa.com. That's VAND CASA.com. Smile on Down Syndrome is celebrating 25 years of serving smiles to the Tri-States Down Syndrome community. Not only do we offer programming and support services, we sponsor annual events that give people with Down syndrome opportunities to be stars of the show at our World Down Syndrome Day Ice Cream Social and Talent Show, Christmas dinner, and our Smile Mile, which is a day celebrating our Down syndrome community, their families that involve the entire tri-state community, and the highlight of the year when individuals with Down syndrome really shine like a star among smiling supporters. Learn more and find your way to get involved and show your support at smileondownsyndrome.org.
Through 2 here at Bosse Field, Otters trail 4-3. Alex Canny out there for his third inning of work, trying to rebound, give up a big 3-run shot to Anthony Brocado, who's up second in this inning. But he, again, has shown the ability to work deep into games. Hopefully he can do it here. First faced Hank Zeisler, who earned a walk his first time up and, of course, scored on the Brocado 3-run shot. Again, a tough lineup to face here for your home debut. Florence team entering second in home runs, 6th in runs per game, scored in the Frontier League. Zeisler entering with a 440 OBP and 21 home runs, the team leader. First pitch to him. It's called a strike to Waddell, but it's a ball to Zeisler, and the count's 1-0. Canny looking set and delivers the 1-0 pitch. Breaker finds the inside corner. That one is called a strike. Make it 1-1. Zeisler just 3 short of Andrew Check and Anthony Calarco. Each have 24 home runs. 1-1 pitch. That one does miss high. Make it 2-1. Canny trying to work around some command issues. He's been close in some of these pitches. Just hasn't really been able to get chases like he had in the first few games he pitched. 2-1 big swing comes up empty to Zeisler, and the count evens up at 2-2. Good battle back here from Canny. Big update in the Windy City Schaumburg game. They're out 3-2 against Schaumburg. Again, Gateway entering at 2 games below Schaumburg. If everything were to stand currently, they'd still be 2 games behind. Obviously, still early in both those games. Washington now up 3-0, and Down East now up 7-3. What a big win that would be for Washington. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Fastball misses just low. Count runs full. Wilbanks was set up on the outside part of the plate on that one, and it came more inside. Third full count. Last 2 ended up in walks, trying to avoid that here. Here's the payoff pitch. Breaker fouled off. Great backdoor pitch there. Count stays full as Zeisler stays alive. Zeisler with 64 walks this year, easily the team leading number in that one. Next payoff pitch, fastball taken high for ball 4, his second walk of the game already. And for the second straight inning, he'll have to work around a leadoff base runner. Anthony Brocado stepping up, the big 3-run shot in the first inning. Canny sets, delivers the first pitch to him. Front door breaker popped up into foul territory. Wilbanks trying to find his way under it. Moving towards the fence. That one's off the roof, though. An overhead foul ball brought to you by Heads Construction. Choose the best, never regret it.
Heads Construction. Choose the best. Never regret it.
Canny comes set with an 0-1 count to Brocado. Looks in and delivers. Fastball taken at the letters for strike 2, and he's out in front of Brocado 0-2. Brocado was in a bit of a slump coming into this series, just 2 hits in his last 6 games before that 3-run shot earlier. Of course, one of those hits was a home run. The 0-2 pitch, that one's flown out to right, but into foul territory. It's going to get out of play again, and the count will stay 0-2.
Brought to you by Heads Construction. Choose the best. Never regret it.
Now of his last 3 hits, 4 of them have been home runs. All 4 of them have been extra base hits. That's kind of the guy he just is. Here's the next 0-2 delivery. Breaker wasn't chasing, was Brocado. Make it 1-2. You love to get a big out here. You love to get a big shutout inning here. Your offense is down by 1. Get him to the top of the lineup, still down by 1. 1-2 pitch on the ground towards short. Cruz will backhand it. He'll go to second in time for 1. Throw to first is going to be in time for a double play. Hoosier Lottery double play. Kills that leadoff walk, and there's 2 away.
The Otters turn a double play. 2 new sections will win. Otter staff will be handing out a free Powerball coupon to everyone 18 or older in sections.
And it'll be up to Zade Richardson, who struck out his first time up.
Play ball with the Hoosier Lottery, and please play responsibly.
Defense coming up big. Obviously, that was a tailor-made double play from Canny, but
The catcher 9,
good job
Zade
from
Richardson.
Cruz to Brown to L.J. Jones to complete that double play, and then the caught stealing of the last inning of Shaney Felt. Now it's Zade Richardson, first pitch to him. Fastball, just misses outside, 4-1. Again, that's another pitch. It's not a bad pitch at all. It just misses off the edge of the plate. Here's the 1-0. Front door breaker freezes him in there for strike 1. Canny been off to a quick start this year. A 2.31 ERA entering this ball game. 1-1 breaker misses low, make it 2-1. And the second time through the lineup, kind of showing why. He's able to get that weak contact, able to fight through a tough lineup with Florence. Sets, agrees, and delivers the 2-1 pitch. Fastball behind it. Count it 2-2. They can just make contact with it and may have jammed a finger to Wilbanks, as now here comes immediately the trainer McCauley out to make sure he's all right. They'll take a look at his catching hand. Obviously, that is a big thing they want to look at. Phillips, the only catcher available to come in at catcher, with Waddell DHing. Looks like he's going to say he's fine. Obviously, it's something tough to work around, but at least try to catch some pitches here from Canny. Make sure it is all right. While we have the time, again, a quick look at the scoreboard. Again, the big game, Ottawa, New York. Man, that's went off to a quick start, too. New York up 5-3 in game 1. They're trying to fight from behind. Looks he's all right. Trainer comes off, and Wilbanks stays in. Count is 2-2 to Richardson. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Chop towards third, foul. Count stays at 2-2. Again, final 2 series in the Frontier League. Those teams still fighting for a playoff spot or even a division crown. Coming down to the wire for both divisions in the Midwest Conference. 2-2 breaker, doesn't get him chasing. Count runs full. It's his 4th full count. First 3 Vinerden walks, trying to break that streak. Candy comes set. He delivers the payoff pitch. That one flown out to left field. Taylor out on it. Still going out at the wall. and he's able to bring it in front of the wall for out number 3. So hold your breath moment, but the ball stays in the ballpark, and Canny is undamaged in the third. We head to the bottom of the third. Otters top of the lineup due up here on the Otters Digital Network and on 96.9 WYIR.
Ballet Indiana is made up of local ballet professionals, dedicated parents, and community members in order to provide unique and life-enriching experiences for hundreds of young dancers, while carrying out their mission to inspire a lifelong appreciation for dance for both our dancers and the Evansville community. More information on Ballet Indiana and information about their upcoming performances is available at balletindiana.org. Smile on Down Syndrome has been providing a bright hope for tomorrow to the tri-state region for 25 years, providing smiles, support, and programs for individuals with Down syndrome while raising community awareness to create a brighter world that accepts and understands people with Down syndrome. Learn more now at smileondownsyndrome.org. Smile on Down Syndrome is planning a Rockin' Extra Smile Mile celebrating 24 years of walks to support individuals rocking that extra 21st chromosome on Saturday, October 4th at the Vanderburgh County 4-H Fairgrounds. This event will rock your socks off with a vendor mall, food trucks, face painting, special guest appearances, a Rockin' Extra talent show, and more. To learn more about how to rock at the walk or how to become an event sponsor or even to make a donation, visit smileondownsyndrome.org or text 812-449-6049 for more information. This sponsored event is open to the entire tri-state community.
Otters top of the lineup due up here in the bottom of the third inning. They trail 4-3. Canny threw a scoreless top of the third inning. Now a chance for Evansville to respond like they responded in the first. 2 home runs off the bat of Graham Brown and L.J. Jones. The damage so far for Evansville, the home run off of Anthony Brocato, and the single from Tyler Shaneyfelt, the damage for Florence. That's how we have a 4-3 score. Evansville trying to do what Florence couldn't do in the top half and get a run here against Miranda as the first pitch misses low and away to the Edwards Jones leadoff batter of the game, Dennis Pierce, for ball 1. Changing the Gateway, Mississippi game. Gateway tied it up at 1. That one lined out to right center. Over towards it is Reeves. That one's going to drop in the gap and get to the wall. Pierce rounding first. He's heading for second. He's rounding second. He'll stay put. But a leadoff Deerhead double-decker double for Dennis Pierce. And Evansville off and running here in the third. Didn't wait long for that one. Took the fastball on the outside part of the plate and did exactly what you had to do with that. So you see where the power has been for Evansville. With those righties, it's been opposite field. Graham Brown hit an opposite field home run. L.J. Jones hit his out to right center, and Dennis Pierce just hit that one out to right center field into the gap. Here comes Graham Brown. He homered his first time up against Miranda. That's the second time through the lineup for Evansville. First pitch, a breaker that misses inside for ball 1. Talked about it a little bit early in the game, but this could be a big offensive series. Again, Florence, a great hitting team, not so great pitching team. Evansville's had some really big offensive games this year. You can take advantage of some lackluster pitching. That fastball misses inside, make it 2-0. Washington, 1 win or a Mississippi loss away from clinching a playoff spot. 2-0 pitch, that's chopped towards third, but that way foul. Count 2-1. Same time, they're also only 1 game back of Lake Erie, and if scores stand, they're tied for that division lead. Miranda comes set, delivers the 2-1 pitch. Breaker, slow roller towards third, past the glove of Nieves at third. Pierce will advance to third base, and that puts runners in the corners with no one out. Bit of a jam shot there for Graham Brown, but he found the hole, and that's all that matters.
Right fielder, number 9, JT Benson.
And now there are runners at first and third. No one away for Evansville, and JT Benson stepping to the plate. He walked his first time up, and dangerous man behind him, and L.J. Jones, and man, he has had Florence's number this season, especially here at Bossy Field. Miranda sets, trying to evade this big jam. First pitch to Benson, swinging. That one hit well out to left. That's sending Brocato back at the track. That one's at the wall. That one is gone. 3-run shot. JT Benson gives Evansville the lead.
Ladies and gentlemen, JT Benson.
It's a home run party here at Bossy Field. Third home run for Evansville in the game. It's now 6-4 Evansville. Fastball up in the zone, 101 off the bat, 389 feet out to left center field. The offense is showing up in a big way here in the final home series. Now it brings up L.J. Jones to follow, and he already has a home run in this game. First pitch to him, misses outside for ball one. Again, third home run against Miranda already. I mean, they have his number. You gotta wonder how that affects the confidence of a young pitcher. 1-0 fastball, that misses low and away, make it 2-0. And to make things worse, you're facing a guy who already has a home run off of you. Miranda trying to find a way to get it out here in the third. Winds and delivers the 2-0 pitch. Chopper towards third, it's gonna go just foul. Left of Nieves, count 2-1. The Otters got a leadoff double from Dennis Pierce. A single through the left side of the infield. Put runners at first and third. JT Benson didn't waste any time. Took the first pitch he saw to left center field. Now here's the 2-1 pitch. Big swing, but he's out in front of the off speed. Count 2-2. Now time called by Jones. 2, 3, 4 in the lineup, all with home runs already. For Graham Brown, it's a home run and a single. It's a walk and a home run for JT Benson. We'll see what Jones does here in his second at-bat with a 2-2 count. No one on. Otters leading 6-4. Already 3 runs in this third inning. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Throws his bat out there all over the glove of Miranda. Throw it first, bang, bang, play in time. The shortstop Baker makes a very strong throw in time for out number 1.
Left fielder, number 12, Keenan Taylor.
Couldn't really place that one any better over the glove of Miranda. A great play from the shortstop Baker. Brings up Keenan Taylor with 1 away. He struck out swinging his first time up against Miranda. See if his second time up he can adjust a little bit here. Miranda winds and delivers the first pitch fastball. Finds his own outside corner for strike 1. A lot of offense, not just in this game, but throughout the Frontier League. Tri-City up 8-3 over New Jersey. Mentioned down east up 7-3 over Lake Erie. That one's fly ball out to right field. In on it is Reeves. Out on his Shaney Felt. Reeves calls him off. Brings it in for out number 2.
Center fielder, number 34, Stephen Paolini.
Now brings in Stephen Paolini. He flew up to center field his first time up. Three Rivers is up 6-1 over Brockton, and New York over Ottawa 5-3 still in the bottom of the 4th. Again, that obviously a huge series. Here's the first pitch to Paolini. Fouled off, big swing. But he'll be behind 0-1. Here's the 0-1 pitch to Paolini. Inside, good take. Make it 1-1. So New York has one less game played than Ottawa. I want to see if they have a potential makeup game in the works. Oh, look at that second. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Changeup just finds the outside corner, make it 1-2. You like that call on the other side at least. Miranda winds and delivers the 1-2 pitch to Paolini. Inside breaker, misses inside, make it 2-2. So it looks like they did have a game canceled. It was, I believe, just one of the Lake Erie games. Just one of the Lake Erie games. Back all the way in the beginning of the year. So they're a game and a half back. That one's fouled off by Paolini back into the Otters dugout. Count still 2-2, 2 away here in the bottom of the third. Otters already have a 6-4 lead. Let's see if they can get a 2-out rally going, add some more. Miranda throws a glove up, winds and delivers the 2-2 pitch. Fastball misses high and wide, count runs full. Just lost grip on that one. So yeah, each team still has 6 games to go, but that half game, there's not going to be any ties between Ottawa and New York. If New York can sweep it, they'll be up a game and a half. If they win the series, they'll just be down half a game. Payoff pitch popped up in a foul territory. Richardson will give it a look, but it's going to get up and overhead. Overhead foul ball brought to you by Heads Construction. Choose the best. Never regret it. That one's rolling right over me.
Choose the best. Never regret it.
But if Ottawa wins, puts them in a really good spot. At that point, just needing a win in their next game to lock up the wild card spot. If they can just even take 2 of 3, but they're not in a good spot here in game 1. Next 3-2 pitch, misses high, ball 4. Great at bat there from Stephen Paolini. A Deerhead Sidewalk Cafe and Bar to extend the inning to J.J. Cruz. New York in the bottom of the 4th. It is in New York, by the way. Up 7-3. Again, they win game 1. They're half a game back, and those final 2 games look even more massive. Now brings in J.J. Cruz. He struck out looking his first time up. Miranda sets and delivers. Paolini takes off. Pitch misses outside. Throw down is not in time. Paolini's got another stolen base. Still yet to be called as Paolini. He wastes no time. And the Otters have a runner in scoring position here with 2 away. How about that for a 2-out rally? Already Paolini's 6th stolen base. Here's the 1-0. Big swing at the fastball on the zone. Can't come up with it, make it 1-1. Mentioned this before, Cruz has 11 home runs, just 3 of them here at Bosse Field. Love for him to get 1, if not 2, before the season ends. Here's the 1-1, big swing, that's into foul territory, it's up and overhead, and the count will move to 1-2. Now it's fight time. Saw him go down 1-2 in the last at-bat, worked it back to full, but Miranda was able to sneak by a fastball and get him to strike out looking. Cruz steps back into the left-handed batter's box, facing the right-handed throwing Agno Miranda. Miranda comes set and delivers the 1-2 pitch. Deep drive into right. Turned on that one, but it's out in foul territory. Seen that a couple of times. Him absolutely launch a pitch into foul territory. Saw it, again, I mentioned a couple games ago in that loss against Windy City. Him almost hit a grand slam if he could have kept it fair. Count still 1-2. I mean, out in front of that 90-mile-per-hour fastball. Here's the 1-2. That one's popped up. It's going to stay in the infield. The shortstop Baker out on it. The second baseman Shaneyfelt. No, the Baker ends up eventually getting to it and bringing it in for out number 3. But the Otters get 3 on the 3-run shot from J.T. Benson and take the lead into the 4th here on the Otters Digital Network and on 96.9 WYIR.
Smile on Down Syndrome is planning a Rockin' Extra Smile Mile celebrating 24 years of walks to support individuals rocking that extra 21st chromosome on Saturday, October 4th at the Vanderburgh County 4-H Fairgrounds. This event will rock your socks off with a vendor mall, food trucks, face painting, special guest appearances, a Rockin' Extra talent show, and more. To learn more about how to rock at the walk or how to become an event sponsor or even to make a donation, visit smileondownsyndrome.org or text 812-449-6049 for more information. This sponsored event is open to the entire tri-state community. Maintaining our independence becomes more and more vital as we age. Swerka and more can help you navigate this important journey by answering your questions and connecting you to free and unbiased community resources and support services. If you are seeking advice for yourself or a loved one, let Swerka be your first call. More information available at swerka.org or by calling 812-464-7800. Join Smile on Down Syndrome for a Rockin' Extra experience at their 24th annual Smile Mile Walk on Saturday, October 4th from 9 to noon at the Vanderburgh County 4-H Fairgrounds. Register to walk or donate by visiting smileondownsyndrome.org and come ready to rock it out for an extra spectacular time. All ages and abilities welcome.
Through the first third of the game here at Bosse Field, the Otters lead 6-4. It's been an explosion of offense. Florence got it started with the 3-run shot from Anthony Brocato. They added a run in the second. Evansville in the bottom of their first inning. A solo shot from Graham Brown, a 2-run shot from L.J. Jones, and then there in the third inning with no one out, J.T. Benson took a ball to deep left center field, left the ballpark, gave Evansville a 6-4 lead. And now Alex Kenny out there for his fourth inning after working the 1-2-3 third. Trying to do the same here in the fourth. First pitch to Dalen Thompson, misses high, 4-1. Seen a few of these games here at Bosse Field before where start off very quick offensively and then both pitchers start to settle in, and that one, soft floater into right center field. It's going to drop in front of J.T. Benson. And for the third straight inning, Candy going to work around a leadoff base runner. But Florence trying not to abide by those rules, as they have a leadoff base runner for Henry Hunter. Mentioned that Hunter finished up his college career this spring at Georgia, just his 18th game with Florence. First pitch to him, finds his own. Oh, I thought he was bringing up to bring the strike call. That one did miss low and inside, 4-1. This year at Georgia, played in 53 games, had a 237 batting average, a 371 OBP, had 11 home runs and 9 doubles. Here's the 1-0 pitch. That one misses just low. Make it 2-0. Already feels like a Florence yaw, looking at the stats. Candy sets, delivers the 2-0 pitch. Fastball finds the zone at the letters. Back in the count now at 2-1. So far, Florence, a 250 batting average, 338 OBP, 5 doubles, but doesn't have a professional home run yet. 2-1 popped up left side. It's going to get up and overhead. An overhead foul ball brought to you by Heads Construction. Choose the best, never regret it.
Construction. Choose the best. Never regret it.
Played his first 2 years with UAB Alabama, or UAB, which is Alabama Birmingham, before transferring to Georgia. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Runner takes off. That one swung on a miss for strike 3. Throw down is not in time. Thompson just able to slide in under the tag, but do get the out on the strikeout, the German American Bank strikeout. There is one away. Do get the out. That was a very close play out in second. With one away, Hector Nieves, who walked his first time up. First pitch to him. Fastball finds the inside corner for strike 1. Nieves was initially a 19th round pick in the 2021 MLB draft from the Puerto Rico Baseball Academy by the Houston Astros. 0-1 pitch fastball, just misses high. Evens it up at 1-1. Speaking of New York, Ottawa, they're now up 8-3. Big lead over Ottawa. 1-1 pitch. That one misses inside. Count 2-1 again. Not far off the zone on these pitches, but Florence being very patient here against Canny. It's worked out in their favor so far. Thompson leads off second base. Canny looking back at second base, comes set. Delivers the 2-1 pitch. Breaker chop foul off of the leg of Nieves. Count 2-2. Thompson this year has 8 for 8 in stolen base attempts in his 29 games now. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. Got him the fastball, up and out of the zone. Second German-American makes strikeout of the inning, and there's 2 away here in the 4th.
6, Dylan Baker.
Canny's starting to find his groove here in the 4th. He's got 2 away. Trying to work around that runner at second base. He'll face the 9-0 hitter, Dylan Baker. First pitch, a fastball that finds the outside corner, 4-1. The 0-1 pitch, breaker that didn't quite break, make it 1-1. Baker, the 24-year-old, played for Miami of Ohio for 3 seasons. His first professional season here with Florence, trying to find his way in. And he sets and delivers the 1-1 pitch. Breaker outside, doesn't get a chase there, make it 2-1. During his senior season this spring, had 13 home runs, 25 doubles. Right at .339 with a .639 slugging percentage. Canny on the mound, holds, looks back at second, delivers a 2-1 pitch. Fastball fouled directly back into the net behind home plate, and the count's 2-2. Conversation between Wilbanks and Canny now as he walks the ball out to him, just making sure he's on the same page here. You really like to get out of this inning scoreless, get your offense back up there. Otters lead 6-4 here in the top of the 4th inning. Both teams scored 3 runs in the first. Florence got a run in the 4th, or in the 2nd, sorry. And the Otters got 3 in the 3rd on a 3-run shot from JT Benson. All 6 of their runs have come off home runs. Florence 3 of 4 for them have come off home runs. 2-2, swung on and missed. Went after the fastball, and 3 straight German-American bank strikeouts for Canny. Gets him out of the 4th inning. We head to the bottom of this 4th inning. Otters lead by 2 here on the Otters Digital Network and on 96.9 WYIR.
Right now in Vanderburgh County, over 800 children are in the child welfare system waiting for someone to be their voice, and you could be that voice by becoming a court-appointed special advocate, a CASA volunteer. Donating just a few hours a month of your time can change a child's life forever. Vanderburgh County CASA invites you to join them. Stand up, speak out, be for the child, be a CASA. For more information, visit vandcasa.com. That's VAND CASA.com. Smile on Down Syndrome is celebrating 25 years of serving smiles to the Tri-States Down Syndrome community. Not only do we offer programming and support services, we sponsor annual events that give people with Down Syndrome opportunities to be stars of the show at our World Down Syndrome Day Ice Cream Social and Talent Show, Christmas dinner, and our Smile Mile, which is a day celebrating our Down syndrome community, their families that involve the entire tri-state community, and the highlight of the year when individuals with Down syndrome really shine like a star among smiling supporters. Learn more and find your way to get involved and show your support at smileondownsyndrome.org. Ballet Indiana is made up of local ballet professionals, dedicated parents, and community members in order to provide unique and life-enriching experiences for hundreds of young dancers, while carrying out their mission to inspire a lifelong appreciation for dance for both our dancers and the Evansville community. More information on Ballet Indiana and information about their upcoming performances is available at balletindiana.org.
The Otters come to bat here in the 4th inning. They'll get Cohen Wilbanks due up.
The catcher, number 23, Cohen Wilbanks.
Wilbanks grounded out his first time up. Again, he is a guy who just loves to get on base, a 450 OBP, hit his first career home run back in Mississippi. He's shown the ability to have power in that bat. First pitch to him, misses high for ball 1. Saw it a lot in Washington, really. He did a good job at hitting the ball hard out to deep center field, to left field. 1-0 pitch. That's called strike 1. Just finds the outside edge and evens it up at 1-1. Miranda trying to respond after giving up that 3-run shot to Benson. Check swing. He did ghost the third base umpire, and the count's 1-2. Nasty curveball there from Miranda. Got him out in front of it. Now he's behind 1-2. That's the battle. Miranda winds and delivers the 1-2 pitch. Breaker fought off to left field, but out of play. Count stays 1-2. Mississippi now up 3-1 on Gateway. That's big for Schaumburg because currently they're losing to Windy City 3-2. Joliet does get a run against Washington. That's now 3-1 in the 4th. Ottawa gets a run back. It's 8-4 in the 5th. Fastball misses outside. Make it 2-2. The Otters in a final season push of their own here against this Florence team. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Changeup just finds the top of the zone for strike 3. Got him looking for out number 1. That's a tough pitch right there.
Designated hitter, number 1, Chase Waddell.
Now bring up Chase Waddell. Waddell's first time up. Took his first 3 pitches out of the zone. Should have gotten a walk on that 4th pitch. Said it was called a strike. Ended up getting a full and grounded out. That first pitch there misses low for ball 1. Pretty good swing on his first at bat though. It was a hard grounder towards second. A great diving stop from Schoenfeld over there. Able to get the stop. 1-0 pitch. That one misses inside for ball 2. Shown a good plate or eye at the plate so far as well. A couple of tough takes in this at bat so far. Here's the 2-0 pitch. That's off the ground, up the middle. Brought in by Baker. Throw to first will be in time for 2 outs. 102 off the bat of Waddell, just pounded it into the ground. And also right back up the middle where Baker was playing. More shaded up the middle. So with 2 away, it's up to Dennis Pierce, the Edward Jones leadoff batter of the game, who is 1 for 2. He doubled his last time up and eventually scored on the J.T. Benson home run. Miranda winds and delivers the first pitch. Fastball that finds his own for strike 1. He took a fastball on the outside part of the plate to right center field. Seen the Otters do that well in this game so far, just taking what Miranda's been giving them. 0-1 Breaker finds the front door. Now he's behind 0-2 without taking a swing yet. He's at the top of the lineup, big power hitter, but also really good at drawing walks. He's going to work from behind 0-2. Here's the pitch. Breaker able to just foul it off. and stay alive. He fouls that one off into the net. Top of the line has been excellent today. Obviously, we mentioned Pierce 1 for 2 with the double, but 2, 3, 4 all with home runs. Brown 2 for 2. Benson 1 for 1 with that home run and a walk. Jones 1 for 2 with his home run. Here's the next 0-2 delivery. Able to just fight that one off as well as he went changeup up and in. Count stays 0-2. We've seen Miranda pitch a little bit out of sync in a good way, throwing off these hitters. Saw get a Wilbanks looking at the changeup at the top of the zone. That one lined up to left field. That one's going to fall and get to the corner. Pierce rounding first and heading for second. It'll be thrown in by Brocato, but not nearly in time. And a 2-out Deerhead double-decker double for Dennis Pierce extends the inning to Graham Brown. Took a fastball inside at 106 off the bat. Into that left field corner. And now Graham Brown will step in with a runner in scoring position. You mentioned he's 2 for 2, a solo shot and a single. He's already scored 2 runs in this game. Miranda comes set, looks back at second, gives a second glance over there. Gives a third glance, and now time called by Graham Brown. Just trying to reset himself at the plate, now steps back in. Still waiting the first pitch of the at-bat. Miranda comes set as he looks back at second base and delivers the first pitch, a breaker that finds the zone in the front door for strike one. He's been using that first pitch breaker to get it out ahead of these, especially these right-handed batters, using the fastball on the outside part of the plate. And honestly, for a lot of the year, I've seen Evansville pull a lot of those pitches, but they've done a good job going with what Miranda's been giving them. 0-1 breaker, that one's hit well to left, but off the end of the bat. That one's falling quickly. Coming in is Brocato. It falls, and a run will score. Brown will scramble back to first base, and the Otters add another run. Fell into no man's land. Brocato gave a really good attempt out there.
Right fielder, number 9, J.T. Benson.
But it falls, and the Otters add another run. That's honestly one of those you'd like to see your center field try to take command and go out and get it, because it fell basically in dead center field at that point. There's a man warming up in the Florence bullpen. We'll see if they're going to go and get Miranda out of this ball game. So they might stick with him, but this part of the lineup's been hitting them well. Benson, of course, 1 for 1 with his home run. Jones has a home run on him. You know, it's a young pitcher, and talked about it earlier, but got to wonder how that affects the mentality of the pitcher on the mound, if he's as aggressive with this good stuff. Gary Glover out there to go break it up as they continue to talk, trying to find their way out of this 4th inning. Otters now lead 7-4. First run they've scored on not a home run. Again, that one came off the end of Graham Brown's bat, but just found the open hole. So the coach comes off and everyone goes back to their spot. It'll be J.T. Benson up trying to continue this 2-out rally for Evansville. It was a double from Dennis Pierce and now a single from Graham Brown. It extends the inning to J.T. Benson. Miranda sets, delivers the first pitch to Benson. Fastball misses low and in, 4-1. Again, Evansville's doing a good job at taking the pitches they don't like. Obviously a pitch right there that isn't in the zone is always a great take. Here's the 1-0 pitch. That one misses outside, stopped by the catcher, Richardson. Count 2-0. That was a great stop there from Richardson, just to jump out there and stop that fastball. Already 81 pitches for Miranda, and he's not even through the 4th inning. He agrees and sets. Delivers a 2-0 pitch to Benson. Swings that one, fouls it off to the left side. He's always giving you updates. Joliet now jumps in front of Washington 4-3 in the bottom of the fourth inning. Sussex ties Quebec. Quebec has a chance to be the first one to capture a division. 2-1 pitch. That one's lined up to center. That's sending Thompson back. But he's able to get under it in time for out number 3. But the Otters do add a run on the Graham Brown single. They now lead 7-4 as we head to the 5th inning here on the Otters Digital Network and on 96.9 WYIR.
Smile on Down Syndrome has been providing a bright hope for tomorrow to the tri-state region for 25 years, providing smiles, support, and programs for individuals with Down syndrome while raising community awareness to create a brighter world that accepts and understands people with Down syndrome. Learn more now at smileondownsyndrome.org. Smile on Down Syndrome is planning a Rockin' Extra Smile Mile celebrating 24 years of walks to support individuals rocking that extra 21st chromosome on Saturday, October 4th at the Vanderburgh County 4-H Fairgrounds. This event will rock your socks off with a vendor mall, food trucks, face painting, special guest appearances, a Rockin' Extra talent show, and more. To learn more about how to rock at the walk or how to become an event sponsor or even to make a donation, visit smileondownsyndrome.org or text 812-449-6049 for more information. This sponsored event is open to the entire tri-state community. Maintaining our independence becomes more and more vital as we age. Swerka and More can help you navigate this important journey by answering your questions and connecting you to free and unbiased community resources and support services. If you are seeking advice for yourself or a loved one, let Swerka be your first call. More information available at swerka.org or by calling 812-464-7800.
Welcome into the Buffalo Wild Wings 5th inning. Remember, everybody, bottomless apps are now here. Visit either Evans location, 505 Pearl Drive, or 715 North Green Road for details. It's dine in only as always. But of course, I can only say so much about how great of a deal it is. Top of the lineup, due up for Florence here in the 5th inning. It'll be Tyler Schoenfeld, who had an RBI single back in the 2nd inning. Scored the 4th run of the game for Florence. Since then, Evansville has taken a 7-4 lead. First pitch scores on a bunt, puts it down the left side, but it's into foul territory. He'll start behind 0-1. Schoenfeld, his last time up after his single, was caught stealing just for the 4th time this year. That sounds familiar. Talked a lot about it with a guy named Ian Batty Paglia. He was caught twice by Cohen Wilbanks. Next pitch, backdoor breaker, finds his own, make it 0-2. At that point in the season, he had been caught 5 times, twice by Wilbanks. Schoenfeld's been caught 4 times, once by Wilbanks. Let's see if he gets on again and gets tossed out again. Here's the 0-2 pitch, fastball. That one taken just high. Counts 1-2. Schoenfeld, the 5'7" rookie out of Northern Kentucky. He's made a quick start, already the franchise single season stolen base leader for Florence. 1-2 fastball, that one misses high, make it 2-2. Canny's out there for his 5th inning, gave up that 3-run shot to Mercado. The run in the 2nd, but a couple of scores frames since. Into the last inning with 3 straight strikeouts. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Backdoor breaker, called, strike 3, make it 4 in a row. German-American big strikeout number 5 for Alex Canny, and talk about being locked in. Dots the backdoor breaker, top corner of the zone. There's one away here in the 5th.
In sections L and M, play ball with the Hoosier Lottery, and please play responsibly. Right fielder for T.J. Reeves.
One away, it's T.J. Reeves stepping in. He's 1 for 2 with a single his first time up, a ground out his 2nd time. First pitch breaker, way out in front. Making an 0-1 count. Canny back to the zone. We saw him on the road during his first, especially his last couple of starts. Last 3 starts, I guess, including the one in Windy City. 0-1 fastball. Just misses outside. Not a bad pitch. Make it 1-1. You can tell when he's in the zone, he's working well. He's working pretty quickly, especially for a guy who works out of the stretch. 1-1 fastball, blew it by him. Inside corner, make it 1-2. It's good to see him in this kind of natural spot for him. Again, a career starter in college while he was with Tampa. Didn't have that opportunity with Ole Miss, but he's back here with Evansville with that opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it. 1-2 pitch fastball. That one's taken high. Try to blow him by him at 90. Didn't get him swinging. Make it 2-2. It's one of those things where you change the eye level, though. See if he wants to drop in one of those breakers. Comes set. Delivers the 2-2 pitch. There's the breaker. Got him swinging. 5 in a row. German American Bank strikeouts for Alex Canny. And there's 2 away here in the 5th.
Designated hitter, 13, Hank Zeisler.
Now it's Hank Zeisler up with 2 away. He's walked twice in this game. Scored a run on the Brocado home run in the 1st, and back in the 3rd was taken out on the double play. First pitch, that one finds his own inside corner, 4-1. A lot of these pitches that the first few innings were just missing outside the zone or finding the zone here in these last couple of innings. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Big swing at the fastball. Can't catch up to it in the top of the zone. Make it 0-2. He is slinging that fastball right now, and they are just not able to read it. Zeisler with over 100 hits on the season. Team leader in walks, team leader in home runs. Waits the 0-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. That's 6 straight for Alex Canny. German American Bank strikeout number 7 on the game, and he's through 5. So we head to the bottom of the 5th here on the Otters Digital Network and on 96.9 WYIR.
Join Smile on Down Syndrome for a rockin' extra experience at their 24th annual Smile Mile Walk on Saturday, October 4th from 9 to noon at the Vanderburgh County 4-H Fairgrounds. Register to walk or donate by visiting smileondownsyndrome.org and come ready to rock it out for an extra spectacular time. All ages and abilities welcome. Right now in Vanderburgh County, over 800 children are in the child welfare system waiting for someone to be their voice, and you could be that voice by becoming a court-appointed special advocate, a CASA volunteer. Donating just a few hours a month of your time can change a child's life forever. Vanderburgh County CASA invites you to join them. Stand up, speak out, be for the child, be a community. Not only do we offer programming and support services, we sponsor annual events that give people with Down syndrome opportunities to be stars of the show at our World Down Syndrome Day Ice Cream Social and Talent Show, Christmas dinner, and our Smile Mile, which is a day celebrating our Down syndrome community, their families that involve the entire tri-state community, and the highlight of the year when individuals with Down syndrome really shine like a star among smiling supporters. Learn more and find your way to get involved and show your support at smileondownsyndrome.org.
Florence called to the bullpen. Chris Lotito takes the mound. Behind the plate, Zade Richardson. That pitcher and catcher battery is sponsored by The Answer Auto Repair East. Find your battery needs at The Answer Auto Repair East, located at 2319 North Green River Road, or call 812-475-9000. Lotito this year has made 5 appearances, a 2.57 ERA, in 7 innings. He struck out 6, has walked just 2 batters. Over his last 2 games, he's gone 4 innings. He struck out 6 batters. So he's really found his zone in an outing against a 2-inning outing against Three Rivers, 2-inning outing against Mississippi. Didn't give up a run in either of those outings, and faced just 1 over the minimum over those 4 innings. First one to face him here is L.J. Jones. First pitch to him, fastball that I believe missed high for ball 1. Looked like him and Richardson just weren't on the same page. That looked like a really good pitch, but Richardson just wasn't ready for it, and you see a lot of those times when they aren't really set up for that pitch, like they're set on the outside and have to come to the inside. Sometimes it either tricks the umpire or they're just not going to give them the benefit of the doubt. That was one of those situations there. They now seem to get back on the same page. He'll step back behind, count at 1-0. Comes set and delivers the 1-0 pitch. Fastball that misses inside. Make it 2-0. Tito just finished up his senior season this spring with the Jacksonville Dolphins, where he pitched a 1.15 ERA in 10 games. That one on the ground towards third. It's going to go just foul, and the count will move to 2-1. With Jacksonville, had a 12.21 strikeout per 9 rate, 21 and 15 2/3 innings, just 8 walks. 2-1 pitch. Jones can't catch up to the fastball, make it 2-2. It's been 4 fastballs so far for him in this at-bat. This is the first time Evansville's seeing him this season. We'll see if he has a breaker to drop in or if he's confident with it. Comes set on the mound, pitching from the stretch, delivers the 2-2. There's the breaker. Can't quite break it in enough, and the count runs full as that one stays high. Now with the full count here, Jones probably sitting fastball. Tito agrees and comes set and delivers the payoff pitch. Fastball line out to left field. That one is going to drop in front of Mercado for a leadoff single for Evansville. Was in fact sitting at fastball. Not a bad pitch at all there from Tito's bottom corner, but Jones ready for it. His strength muscles it out there to left center field. Now Keenan Taylor will step in. Chance for him to get a new look after going 0 for 2 against Miranda. Taylor coming off a game Sunday where he had 3 doubles and 4 RBIs. Him and Felix combined for all 9 on the game. Trying to respond in this one. First pitch fastball popped up. That one's going to get up and out of play. An overhead foul ball brought to you by Heads Construction. Choose the best, never regret it. Count is 0-1.
Heads Construction, choose the best, never regret it.
So far for Evansville, pitching-wise, it's kind of been that way. They gave up some runs early, but they've really bounced back. Canny has been on fire. Offense, though, has not seemed to slow down. 0-1 fastball misses high, make it 1-1. One pitch, big swing, can catch up to the fastball, make it 1-2. Taylor calls time, count 1-2 here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Otters lead 7-4. 8 hits for Evansville, just 5 for Florence. And again, they've been struck out 6 straight times by Canny on the mound, who's really found his groove. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Fastball fouled up and overhead as Taylor stays alive. Count stays at 1-2.
That overhead foul ball brought to you by Heads Construction. Choose the best. Never regret it.
Still hasn't tried to break in an off-speed pitch since that one he threw to LJ. He's got a 1-2 count. This is a spot to do it. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Goes with a breaker. That one in the dirt, great stop by Richardson to keep it in front of him. Keeps Jones at first, but the count moves to 2-2. At this point for Evansville, it feels like, typically you're sitting fastball and ready to adjust, but here you pretty much just dead sitting fastball until he proves he can find the zone with it. Tito sets, looks over at first base. Now delivers a 2-2. Fastball lined out to the left, but it's going to go foul, and the count will stay 2-2. Went up for the fastball, another well-hit ball off the bat for Evansville, but not able to keep that one fair, and you can tell Taylor a little bit disappointed with himself. But he steps back in, count still 2-2. Tito gets a look at first, now comes set. Jones gets an extra step off of first base. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Goes the breaker, that one lined up the middle. That's going to get through for a base hit. Runners will be out first and second base with no one out here against Lotito, who's been off to a quick start, but Evansville seems to have his number right now. He broke off that off-speed pitch, but Taylor was ready for it. Not a bad pitch at all. It was bottom right corner, outside corner for Taylor, but he hit that one 96 off the bat. And after Lotito, you got to start figuring out, okay, how do you get these guys out? Because fastball's not working, the off-speed's not working. Now you face Stephen Paolini, who hits the ball hard a lot. He walked his last time up. He's 0 for 1. He's reached an 11 of 12 games for Evansville. First pitch fastball misses high for ball 1. Otters lead by 3. A chance here for Paolini to break this one open. Lotito comes set, looks back at second a couple of times, now delivers the 1-0 pitch. Fastball hit well out to right. It's going to send Reeves back. Plenty of room for out number 1. Jones will take off and take third. Throw comes into second, keeping Keenan Taylor at first. But he does advance the runner into third base with less than 1 away for J.J. Cruz. Another well-hit ball. That one just got a little bit under it. Not a bad at-bat there at all for Paolini, showing his power. Now brings in J.J. Cruz. He's 0 for 2. But this is a guy that Cruz can definitely mash against. First pitch fastball, taking bottom part of the zone for strike 1. Lotito sets on the mound, trying to find his way out of this jam. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Breaker out way in front of it is J.J. Cruz. He's behind 0-2. A good breaker there. Lotito's starting to find his groove as well. Finding that release point on the breaker, which, I mean, it's the big difference. If you're predictable with one pitch, whether it's a breaker or it's a fastball, teams are going to figure it out. 0-2 fastball, line out to left, but he can't keep it fair as that will fall into foul territory, and the count will stay at 0-2. A couple of games have gone final in the Frontier League. Tri-City beats New Jersey 8-5. Three Rivers beats Brockton 6-3. New York still out in front of Ottawa 8-5. That's in the top of the 6th inning. Washington still behind on Joliet, now 5-4 in the top of the 5th. Next 0-2 breaker stays high. Great take from Cruz. Down East and Lake Erie into the bottom of the 9th inning. Down East still up 7-3, so barring a late big comeback from Lake Erie, they'll drop that game. Here's the next 1-2. Fastball off the end of the bat. Coming in is Thompson. Shallow depth. He'll bring in for out number 2. Jones will test him. Throws on to come into the plate. It is not in time. Jones is safe. Beats out the close play at home. And Cruz, following Paolini, doing his job to score another run for Evansville. Obviously, Paolini won't get credit for the sac fly like Cruz will, but get the ball deep enough for Jones to advance to third. Cruz does his job, gets that ball out to center field just deep enough for Jones to score. The aggressiveness pays off. The Otters now lead 8-4. And out Cullen Wilbanks will come in trying to extend this 5th inning, add some more runs if they can. Windy City still out in front of Schaumburg. Mississippi still out in front of Gateway. All the teams competing for divisions right now losing. First pitch finds the outside corner for strike 1. Wilbanks' last time up was called out on a strike that was a beauty of a pitch from Miranda. Here's the 0-1. That fastball misses low and away. Evens it up at 1-1. Scores were to stand. Gateway would still be 2 games down from Schaumburg. Mississippi would still be alive in the playoff hunt. 5 games down from Washington, needing to be perfect, needing Washington to not be perfect. Washington, even with the loss, would still be 1 game down from Lake Erie for the division. 1-1, foul tipped back into the glove. Make it 1-2. And also, it just would show just how big Washington or Mississippi not even getting one game in Washington would be, because it's the difference between being down 5 games and 3 games. One-two pitch, swung on and missed, can't catch up to the fastball. That does it for the Otters here in the Buffalo Wild Wings 5th inning. Remember, bottomless apps are now here. Visit either Evans location, 5405 Pearl Drive and 715 North Green River Road for details. It's dine and only. Otters get a run on the sac fly from J.J. Cruz. We'll head to the 6th inning. Otters lead by 4 here in the Otters Digital Network and 969 WYR.
Ballet Indiana is made up of local ballet professionals, dedicated parents, and community members in order to provide unique and life-enriching experiences for hundreds of young dancers, while carrying out their mission to inspire a lifelong appreciation for dance for both our dancers and the Evansville community. More information on Ballet Indiana and information about their upcoming performances is available at balletindiana.org. Smile on Down Syndrome has been providing a bright hope for tomorrow to the tri-state region for 25 years, providing smiles, support, and programs for individuals with Down syndrome while raising community awareness to create a brighter world that accepts and understands people with Down syndrome. Learn more now at smileondownsyndrome.org.
We head into the 6th inning here at Bosse Field. Candy back out there for another inning of work. He struck out 6 straight batters.
Thanks, Josh. This has been the
Again, really has settled in. Braden Scott earlier this year against New York struck out 7 straight batters. He's one away from that number. He will face Brocado, Zaid Richardson, and Dalen Thompson here in this inning. Last time Brocado was up, he grounded into a double play. Of course, has that 3-run home run. That is 3 of the 4 runs for Florence so far in this game. Otters leading 8-4. They went down early 3-0, but man, if they responded quickly, and that also includes Alex Canny, who's been excellent on the mound, really outside of that first inning. First pitch to Brocado, fastball, can't catch up to it. He's behind 0-1. Man, they just can't get this fastball. He's been living at the top of this zone with the fastball, and they haven't been able to hit it. Here's the 0-1 delivery. Another fastball. Another pitch he can't catch up to. Counts 0-2. He's going right at these Florence hitters right now. He's not messing around. Comes set. Delivers the 0-2 pitch. Just fouled off by Brocado to stay alive. Florence is a team, second most offensive strikeouts this year at 755 entering this ball game. The 0-2 pitch, a breaker, just able to hold off. Count moves to 1-2. Evansville not far behind. 752 is a team. Both them still less than Windy City as a team. 1-2 pitch, fastball, taken just high. Count at 2-2 as Brocado continues to work back into this count. But again, that's a trade-off they're willing to take offensively because they hit a ton of home runs and they still reach base at a pretty good rate. 2-2 pitch, swung on and missed. That's number 7 in a row. Number 8 on the game. Second time the Otters have had 7 strikeouts in a row in a game, and Canny continues to try to work here with 1 away. As Richardson will come to the plate, he is 0 for 2, a flyout and a strikeout. Canny sets, delivering from the stretch. The first pitch, a fastball. That one misses outside for ball 1. This is the first pitch ball he's delivered since back in the 4th inning to Henry Hunter. Almost a full time through the lineup delivering first pitch strikes. 1-0 fastball. That one misses inside ball 2. A couple of fastballs missed for Canny now. That's pitch number 98 for Canny. He's reaching that 100 threshold. 2-0 fastball. Big swing from Richardson, but again, can't catch up to it. Can't get to that high fastball. Count it 2-1. You can tell right there he was sitting fastball. He was ready to try to swing at anything that was around the zone, especially that kind of upper area. But again, these guys just can't get to that upside fastball. That breaker, called strike 2 around the knees. Count now at 2-2 to Richardson as Canny's fought back. Time called by Richardson. Again, a team like this that lives off home runs, they know what they like. And Canny, he's just throwing it where he likes. That top of the zone fastball. Counts now 2-2. Canny comes set and delivers. Fly ball right field. Benson coming in on it. He'll bring it in for out number 2. That will end the 7 straight strikeout streak. But he set down 8 straight batters. And now we'll face the center fielder, Dalen Thompson, who has the last hit against him. He singled back in the 4th inning. He's 1 for 2. He also grounded out. He stole a base in the 4th inning. First pitch to him is a fastball, breaker that misses outside, 4-1. Thompson in his 29th game as a Yawl. Waits the 1-0 pitch, fastball chopped up the middle. Cruz will dive for it, but it's past his glove. And Dalen Thompson, last one to get a hit off of him, and the one to break up that streak. Will extend the inning to Henry Hunter, who struck out swinging. He started the 7 straight strikeout streak for Canny. And new ball for Alex Canny. Big injury for, a couple of really big injuries for this Florence team. You have Armani Smith on the 14-day injured list. He's been huge offensively. And then you have Jet Loads. First pitch to Hunter. Finds his own 4-strike-1. My mind just wants to say Hunter Henry. Lifelong of playing fantasy football, that being like a back-end tight end. But it's Henry Hunter. Foul tipped back into the glove of Wilbanks. Now Hunter behind 0-2. Canny sets, looks in and delivers the 0-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. Strikeout number 9 for Alex Canny. He's got 8 in the last 3 innings. And he is through 6, and he is settled in. We are to the bottom of the 6th. Otters lead by 4 here in the Otters Digital Network and on 96.9 WYIR.
Join Smile on Down Syndrome for a rockin' extra experience at their 24th annual Smile Mile Walk on Saturday, October 4th from 9 to noon at the Vanderburgh County 4-H Fairgrounds. Register to walk or donate by visiting smileondownsyndrome.org and come ready to rock it out for an extra spectacular time. All ages and abilities welcome. Right now in Vanderburgh County, over 800 children are in the child welfare system waiting for someone to be their voice, and you could be that voice by becoming a court-appointed special advocate, a CASA volunteer. Donating just a few hours a month of your time can change a child's life forever. Vanderburgh County CASA invites you to join them. Stand up, speak out, be for the child, be a CASA. For more information, visit vandcasa.com. That's VAND CASA.com. Ballet Indiana is made up of local ballet professionals, dedicated parents, and community members in order to provide unique and life-enriching experiences for hundreds of young dancers, while carrying out their mission to inspire a lifelong appreciation for dance for both our dancers and the Evansville community. More information on Ballet Indiana and information about their upcoming performances is available at balletindiana.org.
To the Otters half of the 6th inning, it'll be the man making his debut, Chase Waddell, who was 0 for 2 with a couple of groundouts. He's hit the ball hard in those groundouts, but still a couple of groundouts. So last time up, he line one back up the middle, but right to the shortstop, Baker. Was playing him a few feet away from the second base bag. First pitch to Waddell. Misses, no, called strike one, outside corner. It did hit the outside corner for strike one. Otters leading 8-4. Their offense has really picked up. They've scored at least one run in the last 3 innings. They've scored runs in 4 or 5 innings. That one hit hard towards first. Fielded by Hunter. He'll take it himself to first in time for out number 1. So make it 3 groundouts for Waddell in his debut.
Edward Jones, leadoff batter, third baseman, number 10, Dennis Pierce.
And now we're back to the top of the lineup. The Edward Jones leadoff batter of the game, Dennis Pierce. And you cannot ask for this top of the lineup be hitting the ball better right now. Pierce, Brown, Benson, Jones, they've all been hitting the ball really well. Keenan got a hit. First pitch to Pierce. Throws a bat out there, but fouls it up and overhead. An overhead foul ball brought to you by Heads Construction. Choose the best, never regret it. Counts 0-1.
That overhead foul ball brought to you by Heads Construction. Choose the best, never regret it.
Top of this lineup, top 3 in this lineup, 6 for 8. Couple of home runs. That pitch misses high, make it 1-1. Pierce has a couple of doubles. Benson has a walk. Yet an L.J. Jones. Home run and another single. One breaker. Couldn't quite read it. Falls behind 1 and 2. And really think about that first inning. They went down 3-0 early. Looked like one of those games that could have gotten out of hand early, but instead, this top of the lineup, Graham Brown hit a solo shot. Benson earned a walk, and then L.J. Jones hit a home run. And all of a sudden, it's all back up at 3, and you feel like this game is just right back where it started. And this offense didn't let up. And now we're here in this part of the game. You're feeling great. Fastball misses high and tight. 89, close to the dome. Count 2-2. I don't care who you are. That's scary. There's some action in the Otters bullpen. 2-2 breaker, misses low, great take. Count runs full. It's almost a 12-6 curve from Latito. I want to say it's Gunnar Dennis out there. It is a lefty out and warming. That pitch is popped up into foul territory. Richardson tries to find his way under it, and he will, while carrying the mask for out number 2. Looks like that thing was going to travel into overhead territory. Instead, it finds the glove of Richardson. 2-way, it's up to Graham Brown, who is 3 for 3. A couple of singles and a solo shot.
Number 24, Graham Brown.
It is, in fact, Gunnar Dennis up and warming in the Otters bullpen. Ball that got away. Are they going to call time? Looks like he got back in time. So here's the first pitch to Brown. Fastball on the ground towards the third baseman. Nieves plays it. Strong throw to first in time, and the Otters go 1-2-3 in the 6th. Still lead by 4 as we head to the final 3 frames here in Bosse Field. Listening to the Otters Digital Network and on 96.9 WYIR.
Smile on Down Syndrome has been providing a bright hope for tomorrow to the tri-state region for 25 years, providing smiles, support, and programs for individuals with Down syndrome while raising community awareness to create a brighter world that accepts and understands people with Down syndrome. Learn more now at smileondownsyndrome.org. Smile on Down Syndrome is planning a Rockin' Extra Smile Mile celebrating 24 years of walks to support individuals rocking that extra 21st chromosome on Saturday, October 4th at the Vanderburgh County 4-H Fairgrounds. This event will rock your socks off with a vendor mall, food trucks, face painting, special guest appearances, a Rockin' Extra talent show, and more. To learn more about how to rock at the walk or how to become an event sponsor or even to make a donation, visit smileondownsyndrome.org or text 812-449-6049 for more information. This sponsored event is open to the entire tri-state community. Maintaining our independence becomes more and more vital as we age. Swerka and More can help you navigate this important journey by answering your questions and connecting you to free and unbiased community resources and support services. If you are seeking advice for yourself or a loved one, let Swerka be your first call. More information available at swerka.org or by calling 812-464-7800. Join Smile on Down Syndrome for a Rockin' Extra experience at their 24th annual Smile Mile Walk on Saturday, October 4th from 9 to noon at the Vanderburgh County 4-H Fairgrounds. Register to walk or donate by visiting smileondownsyndrome.org and come ready to rock it out for an extra spectacular time. All ages and abilities welcome.
Otters call to the bullpen is gunner Dennis. Dennis on the mound, Wilbanks behind the plate. That pitcher and catcher battery is sponsored by the Answer Auto Repairs. Find your battery needs at the Answer Auto Repairs located at 2319 North Green River Road or call 812-475-9000. Dennis steps in with a 2.38 ERA in 12 games. He's pitched 11 and a third innings. He's been a guy who's come in the middle of a lot of innings, stranded a lot of batters. Pitched a scoreless ninth inning against Windy City in the finale. First one to face him will be the left-handed hitting Hector Nieves. His first pitch misses high and tight for ball one. So far in the season, in the 11 and a third innings, 18 strikeouts to 2 walks. Him and Crowley have really both settled into the back end of this bullpen. Here's the 1-0. Fastball. Got him swinging. Make it 1-1. Getting his delivery, it can be so tough against these lefties. He breaks in a sweeper type pitch. It starts behind the left-handed batter and it can end up outside of the zone. 1-1 fastball, fouled off, make it 1-2. Dennis walked just his second batter in those 11 and third innings against Windy City. Struck out 3 in that time. He went 2/3 of an inning against Windy City, struck out 1. Just pitched a third inning against Washington. Swung on and missed, got him on the breaker. Picks up where Kenny left off, a German-American Bank strikeout, and there's one away here in the 7th. And that'll be the 9-hole hitter, Dylan Baker.
Shortstop 6, Dylan Baker.
He's 0 for 1 with a sac bunt and a strikeout. Kenny sets, shakes once, now sets. Delivers the first pitch to Baker. A breaker out in front of it. Out in front 0-1. Dennis on the mound doesn't do too much movement when he looks in. It almost looks like he's set already on the mound. But then he takes another step back and actually comes set. We saw it early in the year. He got called for a balk whenever he was just trying to do his normal set, as that one's chopped foul and the count's 0-2. Time called. Of course, it got overturned because that's just his typical motion. It's not him actually set and then him actually is set. Holds his glove belt high even before he's set, and then glove stays the same position. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Fastball taken high, maybe a bit wide. Count 1-2. Baker on a 5-game hitting streak. The 1-2 pitch popped up. That one's going to get up and out of play. And the overhead foul ball brought to you by Heads Construction. Choose the best, never regret it.
Overhead foul ball brought to you by Heads Construction. Choose the best, never regret it.
Count still 1-2. Baker trying to extend his 5-game hitting streak. He has 2 hits in each of his last 2 games as well. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Soft looper into shallow center field. Cruz out on it. He leaps and he brings it in. Nice jumping play from J.J. Cruz, using his height at shortstop to get the second out of the inning.
Tyler Shaneyfeld.
Now Dennis will face the top of the lineup, and Tyler Shaneyfeld, another lefty. Chance to work a 1-2-3 7th. Dennis sets. Delivers the first pitch in this lefty v lefty matchup. Front door breaker finds the zone, 4-strike-1. Nasty pitch. Again, that's what I'm saying. That one is behind him for half its length before it comes in. Here's the 0-1 pitch. That fastball, that one stays high. Again, the 5'7" Shaneyfeld works a much smaller zone at the plate. And it works very well to his advantage. He's very speedy. Tough to pitch to. Here's the 1-1 delivery. Breaker taken, bottom corner, 4-strike-2. Thought about going, ended up holding off, didn't really matter. Out the count 1-2, Dennis, chance to continue this, or end this scoreless frame with a strike here. Here's the 1-2. Fastball, that one's taken high. Shaneyfeld again thought about it, but decided against going. Counts 2-2. Down East and Lake Erie officially official. Windy City and Schaumburg in the bottom of the 6th. Windy City just up by 1. Gateway's tied Mississippi. They're in the bottom of the 6th at 3. 2-2 breaker. Just couldn't quite break enough. Count runs full. Sussex County up ahead of, or out in front of Quebec, 3-2. Again, Sussex County also trying to collect their division title as well. Here's the payoff pitch. Fastball taken, strike 3 down the middle. German American Bank strikeout as he got him freezing. Time to stretch here at the ballpark, and as always, you get the great Zane Clodfelter. Give you him here on the Otters Digital Network.
Here we go. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out to the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jack. I don't care if I never get back, and we'll root for the Otters. If they don't win, it's a shame. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game. Nicely done. Let's get some more runs.
Right now in Vanderburgh County, over 800 children are in the child welfare system waiting for someone to be their voice, and you could be that voice by becoming a court-appointed special advocate, a CASA volunteer. Donating just a few hours a month of your time can change a child's life forever. Vanderburgh County CASA invites you to join them. Stand up, speak out, be for the child, be a CASA. For more information, visit vandcasa.com. That's VAND CASA.com. Ballet Indiana is made up of local ballet professionals, dedicated parents, and community members in order to provide unique and life-enriching experiences for hundreds of young dancers, while carrying out their mission to inspire a lifelong appreciation for dance for both our dancers and the Evansville community. More information on Ballet Indiana and information about their upcoming performances is available at balletindiana.org.
Same for the Otters.
Florence call to the bullpen. New pitcher on the mound is August Souza. Souza on the mound. Behind the plate is Aid Richardson. That pitcher and catcher battery is sponsored by the Answer Auto Repair East. Find your battery needs at the Answer Auto Repair East, located at 2319 North Green River Road, or called 812-475-9000. Souza comes in to face the heart of this lineup. JT Benson, LJ Jones, and Keenan Taylor. All of them have at least one hit in this game. In fact, every one of the top 6 in the lineup have at least reached once. Bottom 2 have not hit the ball well, though, and JT Benson here to lead it off against Souza, who enters this game with a 3.55 ERA in 8 games. He's pitched 12 2/3 in that time. His second appearance this year actually came against Evansville, where he went 2 innings, gave up 1 run on 2 hits. struck out 1 and walked nobody. He went 2 innings of 1-run ball against Gateway on the 23rd. On the 19th against Mississippi, went 3 innings, giving up no earned runs. Did give up 1 run to its 2 walks, 3 strikeouts, and now we got a pitch clock violation, and Benson will start out in front 1-0. Looks like Souza and Richardson just couldn't quite get on the same page. So as I said, count will start at 1-0 for Souza here against Benson. Fastball misses low, and now it's a 2-0 count in 1 pitch. Souza looks in, he comes set, pitching from the stretch, delivers the 2-0 pitch. That fastball misses inside, make it 3-0, and you know Benson would love to take a walk. Souza played his first 5 years of college ball with the Santa Clara Broncos of the West Coast Conference before joining UCLA in 2025, playing in the Big Ten. And that pitch misses low for ball 4, a 4-pitch walk for JT Benson. A Deerhead Sidewalk Cafe and Bar. That will lead to L.J. Jones, who's 2 for 3 with a home run, a single, and he scored 2 runs in the game.
First baseman, number 20, L.J. Jones.
Souza with UCLA this spring, pitched in 30 games, 28 1/3 innings. Had a 6.04 ERA. Gave up 3 home runs, 17 walks, 28 strikeouts. High walk rate during most of his college career, well, it stayed just the same. Played some summer ball with Mahoning Valley before joining Florence this year. First pitch, Benson takes off. Pitch is called a strike. Throw down is not in time. Benson slides in safely.
That was an epic stolen base, courtesy of Epic Insurance Midwest, a proud partner of Evansville Otters baseball.
It's his 23rd stolen base of the year. Pitch was called a strike, so Jones behind 0-1. Again, Benson and Paolini really the 2 guys in this lineup right now that are stealing with no problem. Doesn't feel like anyone can throw them out at any point. And until someone can throw them out, they're probably going to keep running. Here's the 0-1 pitch out in front of the off-speed, and that's fouled off of Richardson. And that one's got to hurt. It's not what you want to see ever. But catchers, man, they take punishment. Trainer immediately up to come look at him, make sure he's all right. That is a rough time when you're playing behind the mounds or behind the plate. Well, we have some extra time. New York out in front of Ottawa, 9-5 in the bottom of the 7th. They're looking to lock up that first big win. With them a half a game down with 2 games to go. Again, that's just an interesting final part to the year for those 2 teams. Gateway, Mississippi still tied at 3 in the top of the 7th. Windy City still out in front of Schaumburg 4-3. Joliet still out in front of Washington 5-4. And with Lake Erie losing, Washington, if they get a win, they tie Lake Erie for the division lead. Also a win, they knock out Mississippi no matter what happens in their game. Now Jones gives a little pat on the back to Richardson, making sure he's all right. Steps back in with the counter 0-2. Benson at second base. Souza looks back, delivers the... Nope, he's going to take a step off, but no one really covering, so no throw to be made. Get an interesting little dynamic when you look at a lot of these games. Obviously, Ottawa and New York are playing against each other. That's huge, but look at Washington and Lake Erie. They're switching opponents after this week. 0-2 pitch, throws his bat out there. That one's looping towards right field. It's going to drop in front of Reeves, but Benson wasn't running. He wasn't going to take the chance. Couldn't tell if it was going to be caught or not. But we'll take it. Jones reaches his 3rd hit of the game. And out brings up Keenan Taylor with runners at first and second.
Left fielder, number 12, Keenan Taylor.
Taylor steps in 1 for 3. He lined one hard out to center field his last time up. First pitch fastball line to third base, snagged by Nieves. He'll go to third for 1. He won't even try to throw it to first. That one was rocketed off the bat of Keenan Taylor at 97, but Nieves able to grab it, get the fielder's choice, and there's one away.
Stephen Paolini.
And with how hard that ball was hit, lucky it wasn't two. You also wonder maybe if he goes to second there, maybe they can get two, but you just get the lead runner. That's a good out. So with one away, it's Stephen Paolini. First pitch misses outside, 4-1. 0 for 2 with a walk. Big fly out his last time up, though. Advanced Jones, the third, who would eventually get brought in by a sac fly from the man behind him. Souza sets, looks back at second base, and delivers the 1-0 pitch. Went fastball, misses low and away, make it 2-0. Again, Paolini, a guy who definitely pulls the ball a ton, and he's got a lot of power out to right field. Until Souza's trying to stay away from the inside part of the plate. 2-0 pitch. That one misses high. Count runs to 3-0. Problem is he's not able to hit his spot right now. Again, a high walk rate while he was with, really during most of his college career. So far with Florence, hasn't really had too much of a problem. A 2.8 walk per 9 rate during his 12 2/3 innings here. 3-0 pitch. That one misses outside for ball 4. The second Deerhead Sidewalk Cafe and Bar for Stephen Paolini, and that loads the bases for J.J. Cruz.
The shortstop, number 17, J.J. Cruz.
Steps in 0 for 2. He had a sac fly his last time up, so he has an RBI. Sac fly last time, scored L.J. Jones. Well, Jones is at third base with only one away. First pitch fastball misses outside for ball 1. I mean, Souza again trying to stay outside. Cruz another guy it's good to stay outside on, but just isn't hitting that outside corner like he wants to right now. Souza on the mound, takes a deep breath and delivers the 1-0 pitch. Big swing, but pulled the string on him, so he's a little bit out in front. Foul tipped it off the catcher, and the count's 1-1. Cruz wanted to do some damage on that swing. Again, he's a guy who hits the ball hard when he makes contact. He's got a nice swing at the plate. Here's the 1-1 delivery. Another changeup misses low, make it 2-1. Souza right now has thrown 3 straight changeups in this at-bat. And again, just feels like the release point isn't really where he wants it on it. Even the pitch that found the zone, that was middle. You don't want to leave a changeup there. He waits back on it. That thing probably is gone, and there's 4 more runs on the board for Evansville. 2-1 pitch. Just fouled that one off. Count it 2-2. Threw a little cutter action on that one. Now time called by Cruz as he tries to stay in this count against 2-2. Here in the bottom of the 7th inning, Otters lead 8-4. They have the bases loaded trying to extend that lead. You feel confident with your back and your bullpen the way it's been pitching, but no reason you don't want to add on more. Here's the 2-2. Swung on and missed. Can't go and get the off speed, and there's 2 away. Now brings in Cohen Wilbanks. He's looking for a turn of fortunes. He's 0 for 3 for a couple of strikeouts. Again, Wilbanks not a guy who strikes out a lot, but a couple of them in this game just...
The catcher, number 23, Cohen Wilbanks.
Everybody has those games, obviously. But in a big spot here, you can turn it all around with one good swing. First pitch changeup. Another nasty one. Counts at 0-1. Clearly a good changeup. It is fooling these Otters hitters right now when he's got the release point on it. That one just dropped out of the zone last second. Souza looks and agrees and sets. Delivers the 0-1. Went fastball. That one missed just low. Making 1-1. Fastball coming in at 92 there. Maybe just overthrew it a little bit. Held on to it for a little bit too long on the release point. Here's the 1-1 delivery. Changeup called strike 2. Wilbanks doesn't like it. May have an argument. That one is maybe it just got the top left side corner. But either way, he's going to have to fight from behind 1 and 2. Spot here, you really want to get at least 1 run. You do not want to give them any momentum going into the back couple of innings. Here's the 2-2 pitch. That one in the dirt. Great take from Wilbanks. Another one where he just kind of lost the release point. When he finds that spot, it is a nasty pitch, that changeup. Right now, counts 2-2. Bases loaded for Wilbanks. Souza comes set. Takes a deep breath and delivers the 2-2. Breaker up the middle, played by Baker. Throw to first in time, and the Otters will leave the bases loaded. Baker playing just directly up the middle again, and the shift takes a hit away. The Otters leave the bases loaded. They still lead by 4 as we head to the 8th here on the Otters Digital Network and on 96.9 WYIR.
Smile on Down Syndrome has been providing a bright hope for tomorrow to the tri-state region for 25 years, providing smiles, support, and programs for individuals with Down syndrome while raising community awareness to create a brighter world that accepts and understands people with Down syndrome. Learn more now at smileondownsyndrome.org. Smile on Down Syndrome is planning a Rockin' Extra Smile Mile celebrating 24 years of walks to support individuals rocking that extra 21st chromosome on Saturday, October 4th at the Vanderburgh County 4-H Fairgrounds. This event will rock your socks off with a vendor mall, food trucks, face painting, special guest appearances, a Rockin' Extra talent show, and more. To learn more about how to rock at the walk or how to become an event sponsor or even to make a donation, visit smileondownsyndrome.org or text 812-449-6049 for more information. This sponsored event is open to the entire tri-state community. Maintaining our independence becomes more and more vital as we age. Swerka and More can help you navigate this important journey by answering your questions and connecting you to free and unbiased community resources and support services. If you are seeking advice for yourself or a loved one, let Swerka be your first call. More information available at swerka.org or by calling 812-464-7800.
Otters call to the bullpen is Alex Valdez. Valdez enters with Wilbanks behind the plate. That pitcher and catcher battery is sponsored by the Answer Auto Repair East. Find your battery needs at the Answer Auto Repair East, located at 2319 North Green River Road, or call 812-475-9000. Valdez will enter to face 2-3-4 in this lineup. They did the damage back in the first inning, a single from Reeves, a walk from Zeisler, and a 3-run shot from Brocado. Valdez will be tasked with working a scoreless 8th inning at the very least. TJ Reeves steps in. He's 1 for 3. First pitch fastball. Hit well to right. That's sending Benson back towards the pole. He watches it as it leaves the park, but foul. And it's just a loud strike number 1. Middle fastball. Valdez just trying to sneak by, and Reeves is not sitting there for it. Valdez's last time out when inning in a third against Windy City. Gave up just 1 hit, faced just 1 over the minimum, struck out 1. Pulled the string on him. Reeves wanted to send that one back out towards Heidelbach, but instead he comes up empty and the count's 0-2. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Swung on him, missed, pulled the string on him again. And Valdez, just like every Otters pitcher, gets a strikeout. German American Bank strikeout number 1 for Valdez, and there's 1 away. So he faces Hank Zeisler. Sun's gone down over the ballpark, down at 64 degrees. It's perfect football weather. After a hot summer, you love to feel days like this. First pitch to Zeisler, big swing, comes up empty. Counts at 0-1. Man, I tell you, this part of the lineup, they don't take cheap hacks. They're out there trying to send a ball deep every time. And why not? You got 21 bombs on a year. You have every right to do that. Again, a 440 OBP. It's not like this dude doesn't take walks, doesn't get hits. But for whatever reason, Evansville's pitching, I should say, done a pretty good job against him. Another fastball, that one fouled off. Now the count 0-2 is Valdez trying to pump strikes right now. Valdez, another guy, when he's in that groove, he's able to work quickly, works confidently, looks loose on the mound. Feels that right now. Here's the 0-2. That fastball just overthrew it a little bit. Missed high and wide, make it 1-2. Seisler, another guy that's coming in on a little bit of a drought. 1-2 fastball taken outside, make it 2-2. Good game for him here. A couple of walks. Again, his walks haven't been too much of a problem. His OBP down a little bit. Lifts that one out to left field. Taylor moving back on it and brings it in. 4 out, number 2. Finish that thought. Just 1 hit in his last 8 games to include tonight. With 2 outs, it's Anthony Brocado stepping in. Still his 1 swing of the bat. 75% of the damage done for Florence tonight. First pitch out in front of it, fouls it off. He's behind 0-1. Again, since then, this Florence team has been mostly silenced. Outside the first 2 innings, really. I mean, it's been nothing for Florence. 0-1 fastball, misses low and wide, evens it up at 1-1. See what direction they want to go for the 9th inning. Again, it's not a safe situation. So assuming Valdez gets out of this 8th inning scoreless, if they go with Valdez for the 9th, or if they bring in another pitcher at the back end. 1-1 off speed. Brocado not biting at that one. 2-1. Again, this Florence team, we've seen it. They've been out there. They've been aggressive. And Valdez so far in this inning, he's done a good job at using that against them. Going a lot of off speed so far. 2-1. Off speed. Foul tipped into the glove. Count 2-2. Even Brocado has been a little bit more patient this at bat. Can't hold back. Valdez got him at 2-2. See which direction he goes. Winds and delivers. In the dirt, not taking his Brocado. Count runs full. Waiting on deck is Zaid Richardson. He's 0 for 3 in the game. Valdez shakes once, agrees, winds, and delivers the payoff pitch. Foul tipped again as he stays alive. So Brocado in a good fight here. Again, has that home run. Outside of that, a double play and a strikeout. He was the 7th of 7 straight strikeouts for Canny in this game, matching what Braden Scott did earlier this month against New York. 3-2 pitch, swung on and missed. Got him on the fastball. Second German-American bank strikeout for Valdez. And Florence out of the 8th inning. We head to the bottom of the 8th offensively for Evansville after a short break here on the Otters Digital Network and on 96.9 WYIR.
Join Smile on Down Syndrome for a rockin' extra experience at their 24th annual Smile Mile Walk on Saturday, October 4th from 9 to noon at the Vanderburgh County 4-H Fairgrounds. Register to walk or donate by visiting smileondownsyndrome.org and come ready to rock it out for an extra spectacular time. All ages and abilities welcome. Right now in Vanderburgh County, over 800 children are in the child welfare system waiting for someone to be their voice, and you could be that voice by becoming a court-appointed special advocate, a CASA volunteer. Donating just a few hours a month of your time can change a child's life forever. Vanderburgh County CASA invites you to join them. Stand up, speak out, be for the child, be a CASA. For more information, visit vandcasa.com. That's VAND CASA.com. Ballet Indiana is made up of local ballet professionals, dedicated parents, and community members in order to provide unique and life-enriching experiences for hundreds of young dancers, while carrying out their mission to inspire a lifelong appreciation for dance for both our dancers and the Evansville community. More information on Ballet Indiana and information about their upcoming performances is available at balletindiana.org.
We head to the bottom of the 8th inning. It'll be the 9-hole hitter Chase Waddell. Before the top of the lineup, Waddell trying to find a successful at-bat here in his professional debut. He's 0 for 3, 3 ground outs so far. He's hit the ball hard a few times. He's taken some good at-bats. It's a good sign. But it's always nice to get that first hit in that first game and just get it out of the way, or you just get on base. Should have walked in that first inning, or in his first at-bat, I should say, second inning. Instead ended up grounding out. And here's the first pitch from Souza, breaker that finds his own 4-strike 1. Didn't really see him use that pitch all that often last inning. It's more of the changeup, fastball, cutter type action. And here's the 0-1 pitch. Goes to the fastball, misses outside, make it 1-1. Again, Waddell in his professional debut after playing 94 games this year between Barton and Wilson. Changeup misses low, make it 2-1. Played 53 games for the Barton Bulldogs in Division II baseball before going over to the Coastal Plain League Summer Ball, playing 41 games over there. Came in to fill for Logan Brown, his season ending. 2-1 breaker, fouled up and overhead. An overhead foul ball brought to you by Heads Construction. Choose the best, never regret it. Counts 2-2. Feels like we had a lot of less of those tonight, for whatever reason. Waddell steps back into the left-handed batter's box. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Fastball misses wide, count runs full. Second full count of the night that Waddell has worked. Here's the payoff pitch. Chopped foul, and he stays alive. Waddell's got a pretty big one-handed swing. Obviously, I've only seen him for 4 at-bats, but it instantly reminds me of Oscar Taveras back when he played for the Cardinals. Here's the 3-2 pitch. Fouls that one off and stays alive. It's not all that dissimilar to Paolini's swing. He's got a very heavy-handed, one-handed swing as well. And I mean, for Paolini, it gives him a ton of power. We've seen that. Count still full. He's worked another good at-bat here as Waddell. Here's the next payoff pitch. Hit hard towards first. That's going to get through for a first professional hit for Chase Waddell. Save that baseball.
Congratulations to Chase
As
Waddell.
it was hard-earned, but it finally found some open field through that hole between the first baseman and second baseman, and now with a leadoff base runner, we'll be back to the top of the lineup. Edward Jones, leadoff batter of the game, Dennis Pierce, after the Chase Waddell single. Trying to get an 8th inning rally going to extend that lead even further. Pierce 2 for 4 with a couple of doubles in this game. First pitch, throws the cutter outside for ball 1. It's also flown out and he's popped out. Souza sets, takes a deep breath and delivers the 1-0 pitch. There's a fastball that finds the zone, evens it up at 1-1. Ever since Florence went up early 3-0, it's basically been all Evansville. Canny settled in, did have a shaky second inning, but got out of it pretty unharmed, including some help from Cohen Wilbanks back there, throwing out Shaney Felt. And then offensively, Evansville has been excellent. There's a fastball, just finds the zone at the knees, make it 1-2. They scored 3 runs in the bottom of the first to respond, 3 in the bottom of the third, and they haven't looked back since. Added a couple of runs over the next couple of innings. Trying to add some more in the 8th. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Went breaker, missed outside, make it 2-2. Had the bases loaded with just 1 out last inning. Couldn't come through and put up any more runs. That was against Souza here. Souza sets. Delivers the 2-2 pitch. Breaker, hit well to center. That's sending Thompson back. Deepest part of the park's going to hold it in, though, and bring it in for out number 1, a few feet in front of the track. Hit that ball well, 97 off the bat, probably about 380, but 400th dead center kept it in. With one away and runner at first base, it's Graham Brown. Waddell over at first base, he was 9 for 11 in stolen bases during his 4-year college career. Quick throw over to first. They must have heard what I was saying. Sneaky stolen base ability for Chase Waddell. Brown today's ball game, 3 for 4, a home run, a couple of singles. He grounded out his last time up. Hit the ball well in that at bat as well. Here's the first pitch to him. Breaker that misses low, 4-1. Saw Brown over the weekend. Got a hit in game 1 of that series, and then over the next couple of games, 3 walks. Just giving what the pitcher taking what the pitcher gives him. 1-0 pitch. That one's hit out well out to right field, but right towards Reeves. He comes in a little bit and brings it in. 4 out, number 2. A couple of good swings, but Brown just under that one. Number 2 away. It's up to J.T. Benson. Final hope for the Otters here in the 8th inning.
Number 9, J.T. Benson.
Benson this game, he's 1 for 2. He's earned 2 walks. That 3-run home run for him. Back in the 3rd, the difference right now for Evansville. At least the shot that put them up. They were down 4-3 at that point. Went up 6-4. Haven't looked back. Souza sets, delivers the first pitch. Out in front of the breaker. He was hunting first pitch fastball. He's behind 0-1. Otters in line for 2 more games against this Florence team. If they win the next 2, assuming they take tonight's game, they will be ahead of this Florence team in the standings. That one lined out well to right. That's going to send Reeves back to the track. He's at the wall. That one's gone. J.T. Benson does it again, his 2nd home run of the game. Add 2 more to the Otters' lead. They're up 10-4.
Ladies and gentlemen, J.T. Benson, his 2nd home run of the game.
The Otters got 2 home runs from Justin Felix the game prior. Well, they get 2 from J.T. here. Their 4th home run of the game as a team. And they are just outpowering this Florence team that hits a ton of home runs too. Also, at the same time, they're showing off that Oppo Taco power. And L.J. Jones will follow. Otters get a nice lead for that 9th inning. L.J. steps in with 2 away, 2 in. First pitch fastball misses inside, 4-1. Jones tonight, he's 2 for 3, a single, a home run himself, a ground out. Sorry, he's 3 for 4. I don't know why I read that as a walk. A couple of singles. Last time I just kind of flew his bat out there and managed to find some open green grass. 1-0 pitch. Changeup finds his own, evens it up at 1-1. Otters with 4 home runs tonight. Brings you back to some of those early season games. They scored 10 runs. 1-1 breaker, has chop foul, making 1-2. Of course, they do have 7 home runs in a game this season, tying a franchise record. And barring a crazy 2-out rally, probably not going to happen tonight. Jones steps back in with a 1-2 count. Souza sets. Takes a breath. And delivers the 1-2. Line towards short. Diving forward is Baker. He brings it in. Throw to first is in time. What a play. Dylan Baker absolutely takes a hit away from L.J. Jones and ends the inning for Florence. Yeah, take a look at that play again. Holy. Well, that'll do for the Otters in the 8th. They get 2 more on the J.T. Benson home run. Time to go to the 9th. They lead by 6 here on the Otters Digital Network and on 96.9 WYIR.
Smile on Down Syndrome has been providing a bright hope for tomorrow to the tri-state region for 25 years, providing smiles, support, and programs for individuals with Down syndrome while raising community awareness to create a brighter world that accepts and understands people with Down syndrome. Learn more now at smileondownsyndrome.org. Smile on Down Syndrome is planning a Rockin' Extra Smile Mile celebrating 24 years of walks to support individuals rocking that extra 21st chromosome on Saturday, October 4th at the Vanderburgh County 4-H Fairgrounds. This event will rock your socks off with a vendor mall, food trucks, face painting, special guest appearances, a Rockin' Extra talent show, and more. To learn more about how to rock at the walk or how to become an event sponsor or even to make a donation, visit smileondownsyndrome.org or text 812-449-6049 for more information. This sponsored event is open to the entire tri-state community. Maintaining our independence becomes more and more vital as we age. Swerka and More can help you navigate this important journey by answering your questions and connecting you to free and unbiased community resources and support services. If you are seeking advice for yourself or a loved one, let Swerka be your first call. More information available at swerka.org or by calling 812-464-7800.
Otters call. The bullpen is Nolan Thebe. Thebe takes the mound. Behind the plate is Cohen Wilbanks. That pitcher and catcher battery is sponsored by the Answer Auto Repair East. Find your battery needs at the Answer Auto Repair East. Brought to you at the Answer Auto Repair East, located at 2319 North Green Road, or called 812-475-9000. Thebe enters the pitch this ninth inning with a 6-run cushion. He will face Zade Richardson to start this inning. Again, a big cushion for him here. You'd expect if any trouble goes on, brings in a safe situation, Garrett Crowley would get up and warm very quickly. First pitch to Richardson. Misses high, 4-1. Not a bad pitch to start. Although Thebe, been one of the best bullpen arms out of this Otters bullpen for most of the year. Put him in a spot here. He has earned a save this year. That was against Ottawa. 1-0 pitch, went off speed. That one missed outside. Make it 2-0. Thebe entering with a 278 average in 32 games this year. Thebe sets and delivers a 2-0. Popped up. That one's going to get up and overhead. Overhead foul ball brought to you by Heads Construction. Choose the best, never regret it.
Tell you that overhead foul ball is brought to you by Heads Construction. Choose the best, never regret it.
Last time out against Windy City, went an inning and 2/3. Came in the first inning. Let's get out of that inning. Pitched a scoreless second inning before Parker Brahms followed and was excellent in that game as well. 2-1 breaker. Check swing just missed. Counts 3-1. A great take there from Richardson. Three-one pitch fastball misses low and wide for ball 4, so a leadoff walk for Florence here in the ninth inning. Otters still lead 10-4 after the 2-run home run from J.T. Benson. And he'll bring up Dalen Thompson with a couple of hits in his last couple of at-bats. He's 2 for 3 on the night. Stolen a bag. Thebe sets and delivers. First pitch fastball. Finds the zone. That's a good way to get back at it 0-1. At this point in the game, you can't walk anybody. You just got to come out and attack them. Obviously, it's easier said than done from a guy up here. But yeah, at this point, just go out there and attack them. 0-1 fastball. Finds the zone. Dalen Thompson just not ready for it. Counts 0-2. Again, there's also a situation, trust your stuff. Been excellent all year. Got a 6-run lead to work with. Speaking of leads, Windy City extended their lead 5-3 over Schaumburg in the top of the 8th. Ottawa up 10-5 in the bottom of the 8th. 0-2 pitch. Fastball misses high. Count 1-2. Washington and Joliet tied at 6. That's a fun game. And Gateway, Mississippi tied at 3 in the top of the 9th. A couple of fun games. Again, those are big playoff determiners. Tried to go off speed outside, but not taken, and just missed outside. Count moves to 2-2. Again, if Washington wins or Mississippi loses, Washington clinches a playoff spot. Washington wins, they're tied with Lake Erie for the lead in the division. 2-2 pitch, swung on and missed, blew the fastball by him. There's one away. Another German-American bank strikeout for the Otters pitching staff tonight. First for Nolan Thebe in the game.
First baseman.
That's strikeout number 14 on the night. They can't match their season high with 17. I guess they could. Strikeout, drop third strike. But, barring that, if they can't get close, Thebe strikes at the side. Next up is Henry Hunter. He's 1 for 3. He's singled and also struck out twice. First pitch finds his own at the knees, 4-1. Hunter started the 7 straight strikeouts for Canny and also struck out next time up to finish his night. Again, Canny, after a couple of rough innings, went through 6 innings, struck out 9 batters. That pitch missed low, make it 1-1. Can't talk enough about how important Canny's start was. Being able to respond after giving up that early home run. New York adds to their lead. They're now up 11-5. Thebe sets, delivers the 1-1 pitch. Fastball misses inside, make it 2-1. Top of the 9th inning in Gateway. Tied at 3. Gateway with 2 outs, but runners on the corners. Chris Barraza on the mound, we know him. 2-1 pitch. Misses outside, make it 3-1. Barraza, high walk rate. Does not give up a ton of hits, though. Excellent on the year, entering with a 3.07 ERA in that game. Three 3-1 pitch. That one hit well at toe right, but it's hooking foul territory, and the count will run full. Again, that one in Mississippi, and we all know that ballpark plays big, except for J.J. Cruz. Thebe gets a new baseball, trying to work around this full count here. Florence without a hit since the 6th inning. That walked their first base runner since the 6th inning. Here's the payoff pitch. Fouled off. Henry stays alive. Otters trying to secure win 11 of 12 in this great streak for them. That included a 9-game winning streak. Next payoff pitch, misses inside, ball 4. Now puts runners at first and second with just one away. You wonder what happens depending on this at-bat, how long they
Third baseman, 18, Hector
wait before
Nieves.
getting Crowley up in the bullpen. Brings up Hector Nieves. He's 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts and a walk. By the way, Barraza just loaded the bases with a walk himself. Uh-oh. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Fastball fouled off. Counts 0-2 now to Nieves. Otters lead 10-4. Runners at first and second. Just one away here in the 9th. Trying to secure this big win. It'll be 11 of 12 for them. It'll put them just one game behind Florence in the standings. Again, not for a playoff spot, but for pride. 0-2 fastball misses high. Count 1-2. Speaking of pride, the win would also keep them in front of Windy City, who currently has a 5-3 lead over Schaumburg. They're trying to play a little bit spoiled, while Gateway trying to come back against Mississippi. 1-2 pitch. That one line out to right. That one's going to land in fair territory. Benson's going to cut him off. They're going to round the runner heading for home. Throw's going to come to Jones. He's going to go to the plate, not in time. And so Florence does get back on the board. They now trail by 5 after that single from Hector Nieves.
Shortstop, 6.
And that is going to get the Otters bullpen up and warm. Again, Thebe has been so reliable all year. All of a sudden, Florence seems to have his number so far. The 9 hitter, Dylan Baker, Took a hit away from L.J. Jones last inning. First pitch swinging, well struck but foul. He'll start behind on 0-1. Henry Hunter on that last single advanced to third base as well, so their runners on the corners are just one away. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Breaker chopped towards third. Played by Pierce. He goes to second. In time for one. Throw back to first is in time for a double play, and that's how this ball game ends. A Hoosier Lottery double play ends the ball game, and the Otters win the ball game 10-5 behind some great offense and an excellent outing from Alex Canny. Talk about that and more after a short break here on the Otters Digital Network and on 96.9 WYIR.
Join Smile on Down Syndrome for a rockin' extra experience at their 24th annual Smile Mile Walk on Saturday, October 4th from 9 to noon at the Vanderburgh County 4-H Fairgrounds. Register to walk or donate by visiting smileondownsyndrome.org and come ready to rock it out for an extra spectacular time. All ages and abilities welcome.
The Otters are winners of 11 of 12. They have had an excellent month of August, and they continue to win some big games here at Bosse Field. The final series gets off on the right foot with a 10-5 victory against the Florence Yalls. Hello, everybody, and welcome into the Papa John's post-game show. Remember that Papa John's is the official sponsor of the Otters pregame and post-game shows, available every game night, 20 minutes before and 10 minutes after each Otters game on the Otters Digital Network, the home team network, and on 96.9 WYIR. What a game for Evansville. Got started off on the, let's just say it the right way, on the wrong foot. That first inning, a bloop base hit for TJ Reeves, a walk to Zeisler, and a 3-run shot to Anthony Bricado put Evansville behind early, but it did not affect Canny, did not affect Evansville at all. They came back in the bottom of the first, responded immediately. Graham Brown hit a solo shot, followed by a Benson walk, and then L.J. Jones hit a 2-run home run, and it was all tied up back at 3, and you got to think about how important that was. Because not only, of course, you tie the game, but you think about your pitcher, you go back out there, and all of a sudden he's back out there, and it's like it's 0-0 again. I mean, that has got to be huge. Canny did work around a difficult second inning. Leadoff single and a walk, put runners at first and second. A sac bunt, gave him a free out. Tell you right there, free out. Did give up a single to Shaney Felt, but a caught stealing and a ground out in the inning, giving up just one run, and that really set him in the right direction. Worked third inning, 1-2-3, a walk but a double play eliminated that, and then a fly out. And then Evansville offense came alive early. Dennis Pierce leadoff double, a single from Graham Brown put runners at first and third, and then a 3-run shot from JT Benson put Evansville up 6-4. And they would not play from behind the rest of the night. Alex Canny then officially fully settled in after a leadoff single from Dalen Thompson. He went 7 straight batters with strikeouts, setting them down 1-2-3, 1-2-3, and then one in the top of the sixth. Evansville in that time got a run in the fourth after a double from Dennis Pierce and a single from Graham Brown. And the fifth leadoff singles from L.J. Jones and Keenan Taylor, followed by a sac fly from J.J. Cruz, got them another run. By that point, they were up 8-4. After 7 straight strikeouts, that streak was ended on a flyout to right field. He gave up a single to Dalen Thompson. He got 2 of them against him. And then another strikeout. What a night for Canny. He went 6 strong innings, giving up 4 runs. It didn't earn the quality start, unfortunately. 3 walks, all those came early, and then the 9 strikeouts, those all came essentially consecutive down the stretch. What a game for him. Gunnar Dennis came in. He struck out 2 in his 7th inning. Ole Miss following Ole Miss. 8th, Valdez came in. He faced the minimum. He struck out 2, and then Nolan Thebe worked around some trouble in the 9th there. A couple of walks and a single, but gets the double play to end the ball game and keep Evansville victorious 10-5. Can't forget about the 2-run shot from JT Benson, his 2nd home run of the game. He ends up with 2 hits, 2 walks, 5 RBIs, scoring 3 runs on the night. What a game from JT Benson, coming off an amazing week last week, keeps it going, and really the top of the lineup overall was fantastic. A couple of hits for Dennis Pierce, both of them double scored 2 runs. Graham Brown with 3 hits, a home run, 2 RBIs, and 2 runs. Mentioned JT Benson, he went 2 for 3, 5 RBIs on 2 home runs and 2 walks. L.J. Jones went 3 for 5 himself with a 2-run shot. He scored 2 runs. Keenan Taylor with a hit as well. Stephen Paolini earned 2 walks and a stolen base. J.J. Cruz got a sac fly. Chase Waddell got his first career professional hit. That's always great to see, and he looked good tonight as well, drawing some good at-bats. And Cohen Wilbanks, one guy who did not reach tonight, but even if he didn't do it from the plate, he did it from behind the plate, threw up the speedy stolen base threat Shaney Felt, who, again, who's only been caught 4 times now this year and once by Cohen Wilbanks, who is shown to be an excellent guy at cutting down base runners. So that'll do it for tonight's ballgame. Evansville is victorious. Alex Canny gets the win. He's now won 4 straight outings. No save in line for Evansville. The loss will, of course, go to Agnel Miranda, who gave up 7 runs in 4 innings, and they are victorious. Quick check on the Frontier League other scores. Looks like, Gateway could not score in the top of the 9th, and now they go to the bottom of the 9th. And Mississippi does have a leadoff base runner. That one's looking interesting with Caston Fur at the plate. They've got, who's 34 for their team? Updegrave. We don't know that guy. We have not seen that guy yet this year. Intriguing. So they're still tied at 3 in the bottom of the 9th. Around the league, Schaumburg with a big bottom of the 8th inning. They lead 6-5. Washington and Joliet still knotted up at 6. A lot of fun around the league still to be finished before those games are over. But we're done here at Bosse, and that'll do it for us. Otters win 10-5. Be back tomorrow, same time, same place, 20 minutes before the game. The Papa John's pregame show. I'll be here once again as we get to the second-to-last home game of the season. Oh, man, it's coming to a close. But, man, could you ask for some better Otters baseball at this point? But until then, I'm Lucas Macklin, signing off of the Otters Digital Network and on 96.9 WYIR. And until tomorrow, have a blessed night, Otters fans.